Et voilà, c'est le début du live. Ah, quel monstre ont chassé pour ce début?
On s'était mis d'accord qu'en live on rusherait l'histoire pour essayer d'aller au moins dans Sunbreak avant le prochain Title Update. Par contre, si tu pouvais... Est-ce que le Nargacuga est une quête importante?
Oui, il y en a une.
Ok. Donc, prends-la parce que j'ai besoin d'ailes de Nargacuga plus.
Ok.
Et je reçois des matériaux de high rank quand je fais les quêtes avec toi.
Where was it?
Yes, but I think you can.
That's how I thought it was going.
I couldn't control the werewolf kitty.
Oh, okay.
It's okay. But it would make it harder for you right now to do the werewolf.
Wait, that's so interesting. Wait, so if you guys do werewolf, you take he just wants like a little helper minion?
Yeah.
That's so cool. Wait, that's amazing. You get like a kind of snowball.
Ah oui, bonne question. Est-ce que j'ai tout? Non, j'ai pas tout.
Oh, you have a target? Okay, let's go. Oh, it's underneath. Oh, there we go. Yours is special. Okay. I'm saying God. That is so effective saying God to the ghost. I didn't realize that. Well, let's go. We did it. Yeah, right. Now I know why you wanted to die. You wanted to show off the new ability. Okay, let's bring the stuff back so it doesn't lose it all. So cool. So I think you have to reload the shotgun to actually put it properly back. I've lost a shotgun like that before by not reloading it. That's a cool ability. Yes, there we go. Boom. Book as well. You actually have to bring everything back. I mean, I don't know. I forgot how expensive the items are in this game. I don't think it's too expensive.
Yo, Gogeta.
Oh, salut Gogeta.
I think we got
Comment
everything.
va?
That's cool though. Wait, so you can't control it, right? It's not PvP.
It's here with the
You
guy.
can't attack with the let's see, where
I forgot the first part. First part of your.
I meant like, can you...
Je viens de remarquer le petit truc qui tourne autour de mon chat.
You can't control the
Looks like that would be so toxic. Oh, man.
Yes, maybe.
Ouais, son arme.
Oui. Je viens de le remarquer en fait.
But they didn't add like controlling humans yet.
Okay, wait a minute.
On s'en fout à poker pendant 30 secondes.
Because there's already so much. Like I barely scratched the surface in like 10 hours.
J'ai pris un peu de tes patients.
Ah, t'inquiète.
They're gonna be like a new... I guess this is like the facility, the ghost hunting facility, right?
Je vais te laisser te booster un peu parce que sinon je sens que tu vas avoir des misères.
I wanted to change the color of the balls and stuff. It's not that necessary, but I guess we can edit sometime as well. But we also have like this room on the right side, which is empty, and it says under construction, which is a lie.
Je vais chercher les pièces.
Let's go. Behind the scenes.
Si tu te demandes, non, j'ai rien pris pour me booster pour avoir un bonus d'attaque, c'est mon armure qui me donne ça.
Guy can like
Okay.
the player who owns the bunker can like buy additional like maybe like a hospital kind of room where every player gets like plus 25 HP or something.
Yeah, like a little temporary buff for the mission or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Like an upgrade, yeah, something that applies to the whole team. That'd be cool. Alright, so let's keep doing the Billy jobs. Family and Panic. Family moves. This is a new one, or is it the same one?
That's the same one. Yeah, that bug happens sometimes with the missions. It's very unfortunate, but I can deactivate the mission if you want.
Can you do it like on the go, or do we do it?
Yeah, I can do it right now.
Okay, the hacking man. How can you hack into my game? I do not think you put the memos. Oh, yeah, I need to see. I can't do it. I'm leveling up like crazy by the way because I'm winning so much because they're like
Okay, now if you
carrying
go
me.
quick again, maybe you need to.
Oh yeah, there we go. A new creature. We were told that there were cases of kidnapping in the house. Witnesses who described the creature interpreted it as some kind of monster with antlers. Take a look. Be careful. Okay. That sounds like a Wendigo. Sounds like a Wendigo to me. That sounds like a Wendigo to me. So we kind of immediately know it's a Wendigo if I'm looking at that picture.
Je me suis couché. Ouais, on a remarqué. En tout cas, moi j'ai remarqué, je sais pas si.
Yeah, that's cool. So let's see.
Mais vu qu'on va avancer l'histoire, ça va être juste nous deux. On va pas farmer parce qu'on va essayer d'aller dans Sunbreak le plus vite possible. On va essayer de venir aller dans Sunbreak le plus vite possible. Le farming va être fait hors live.
But now you actually have to do it for this ghost. Okay, so you
But
can't
the next
actually
things are relevant for the ghost you need to burn grave for, but for the Wendigo you need to burn grave, and also like just two separate things.
Okay, so we need to you can open this, right?
Envole-moi.
So now we need to do another part of the game. Oh,
Other
wait.
players have to.
J'ai raté
I
la
see. That's so cool.
cité.
That's really cool.
Non, 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 ne tombe pas, ne tombe pas.
Enrico, oh wait. Enrico Hortwig. Did you already put it on?
Yes, yes.
It's the third one, right? You need 3 of the same one? Oh,
Yeah, you need 3 of the same one. There's another Keanu Bader in the sleeping room. No, go back.
Ok, là je devrais être bien niveau
Can't open any
ancien.
of this.
I'm not sure how many Keanus do we have.
Piano Bader. One in the bathroom, one in the bedroom. And then, oh, there's 3 pianos. I think, right? There's one in the bedroom too, you said?
Yeah.
Okay, so then we have piano. And I forgot, you need to open that grave right with a shovel and then burn it. Not with salt. You need to just like grab your lighter. Okay, so you grab the lighter,
You don't
you
need
grab a
salt
shovel.
for the medical, but you will need like the...
Voilà.
I have the shovel. I grabbed the shovel. I'm just going into what I presume is the graveyard. We're looking for the grave of Keanu now. Connor, Agron, Keanu.
On va côté.
There we go. And then you light this, and then you drop it. I dropped it.
You forgot the...
Oh,
no, I have it on me.
Oh wait. You got a retro. I
Le contrôle, il n'est pas du tout là.
Should I put it in
Yeah,
there?
you can do it. You can do it.
Uh-oh.
Hey, let's go. So cool. I dropped the thing. Okay. So that's the human remains part done. For Keanu. The last John Wick movie was too much fun.
Ok.
We watched Supernatural. This is basically Supernatural. Yeah.
Alors,
It's heavily based on Supernatural. It's like
allez.
Me neither, not yet. Okay, so now we need to do the other part, which is exorcism in pentagram with
Ok,
carpet.
je suis en route.
We have a carpet. I think we don't have a carpet.
I just picked it up.
Oh,
Ok.
okay. Oh, okay. I was like, oh shit, you forgot.
On y est
So
presque.
put it over. It's specific sometimes where you put it.
Par contre, j'ai plus de mots au rose attachant.
I thought it was bugged when I played
No,
last time.
no, we just don't have any indicators for that. So that's
Va, j'en ai quelqu'un.
I'm doing it. Oh, is this gonna sit there forever?
Il est passé
Oui.
à côté d'une chèvre, elle s'en est battu les reins.
Hey, get wrecked.
Ben oui.
Look,
Elle changeait de zone.
really cool ones here. And they have
I
their
want
own
to dance. I want to dance.
dance with the dog and the So that was nice. Let's go. We did it.
En France. Oh, ok. Par contre, il y a un monstre là que tu connais pas. Parce qu'il a dit. Il faut faire attention que j'ai avec les monstres que tu parles.
J'ai fait lui la première partie dans... Ça va.
Une quête anomalie.
Ah,
Oui. C'est juste que j'étais à chaque fois, il est en train de raconter des choses et j'ai l'impression qu'il a oublié qu'il y a une règle ici. Oui, on a sorti une règle. C'est... Il y a une règle, c'est qu'il faut pas que t'es censé ne pas être spoil. Les monstres qui sont dans le jeu. Il veut dire en fait tous les monstres qui sont rajoutés à des title updates, plus le monstre qui a été rajouté en... plus ces deux monstres qui ont été rajoutés. Les deux monstres finaux de Master Rank, de base Master Rank.
Enfin, on a fait des Marca, Dave va faire des Marca, et moi je l'énerve. T'expliques, chatin.
Et tu l'as tué. Et tu l'as fini. Mon chat est en train de récupérer des champignons. Moi j'étais à 10 mètres. C'est toi qui l'as terminé.
C'est magnifique. Oh oui, c'est vrai, la caméra.
Oh, click leader, yeah.
Oh, j'aime bien le chat qui récolte des champignons.
Oh yeah, I see.
On voit ses priorités. Magnifique. Tu es faux. Voilà.
Voilà.
There's like a front of body here, covered in blood. Spooky. He's a hard
Premier mort se fait.
like isolation chamber. Why is there blood in the isolation chamber? I don't know.
J'ai besoin de combien d'ailes de Nagakuya déjà?
Oh, it's called. I'm going around in the dirt. What the hell happened here? Why is the show just stuck against
Deux.
the wall? What the hell?
Ish. Ben, ah non, c'est même pas des... C'est pas des ailes, c'est juste des médulas.
Yeah. For,
Oh, I do have fingerprints on the...
Nice. Yeah, it's similar. German is very similar.
Where's the carton?
Voilà.
Where are you?
Super.
Are you here?
Première quête, succès.
Thanks for about that.
Et je rasoir.
Non.
I see. Goes really fast.
J'ai pas eu ce que je cherchais.
Yeah, it depends.
Okay.
Yeah. Some creatures stay longer on certain spots.
Is it just after the motion sensor?
J'ai une queue de Nagakuya, c'est tellement dur à avoir ça
Where
normalement.
are you? Oh, my vision is going all blurry and stuff.
I heard I'm here from your spots.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm not sure if it was.
Where are you? It didn't say anything on the thing, but it might be still spirit box. It didn't say it for me. Also, my vision is completely messed up right now.
Yeah, I think it was. Spirit box.
Okay, nice.
Ah.
Box. And then it is poltergeist, Drake, or siren. Okay. I don't know any of these ghosts. What do you need for them?
So,
Oh, I'm being sang to. What the hell is going on? Ah! Oh my God, it's a siren! I'm being killed! Help! What the fuck? I'm stuck! Oh, let's go. Wait, that was awesome. Okay, so that's a siren. That's amazing.
I was outside. Trapped outside.
Okay. So fingerprints ghost rock motion detector.
Un petit
Oh, yeah.
cancanat
You can like.
du bonheur.
Yeah, she's stunned me. I could place my chalk, but I guess I just went around it. Okay, so what do we have to do against the siren? I'm searching for that. Wait, destroy it with a knife.
Je
Okay,
sais
so we need
plus
to destroy
comment
it with a
réagir
knife.
maintenant.
De quoi?
And also has like.
C'est un petit enchanat.
Before you enter, because then she can stun you.
Ouais. C'est quoi que t'avais dit? T'as oublié?
Je sais qu'il est bien ou il est pas bien?
C'est vrai que les taches de feu. C'est le monstre de la première zone de... C'est le gros monstre de la première zone de World.
Cannot walk on salt. Okay, so that's our plan, I guess. So are we just gonna? We're gonna play salt. I have blocked off. Oh god.
I can't move. Yeah, I'm not in the building again.
I'm dying. Let's go.
You saved my ass.
Let's go. Hey, redemption arc. Nice. That's cool. That's a really cool mechanic. I like that.
Allez.
Okay, we need to bring everything in. Oh, how fast-paced the game is too. I forgot why I have a. Oh, wait, you can do. I just haven't played it.
J'ai deux monstres cachés sur cette map.
Oui!
Triggers that, like, completion.
L'Enjanat et un autre.
Unlock every ghost, like, you can play this for-
Et oh god, l'autre...
You can, like, really dig into this with, like, your mind.
Je sais que j'ai Master Rank. Je sais que j'ai un counter.
Easy money.
Non.
So much money. This reward for denting nature. Excuse me.
Non, je sais que normalement tout est bien censé, tout est censé bien se passer, mais non.
Nice. A living statue in this abandoned mansion. Statue was reportedly
Ce
haunting people
monstre-là
there.
est un
Looks like
non.
a job for you. Alright, well, let's try it out. Okay, let's see.
You have to boss.
You
No,
might
I
have
got
trouble. Okay, nice. I'm stocking up on cash right now because they're buying everything every time and I'm making a lot of money.
Une chose que t'as pas besoin de faire tous les monstres clés.
Yeah, it's the community saying Weeping Angels, that's basically the copyright okay version of Weeping Angels.
Wait, what? The Grieving Gargoyle is the copyright okay version of Weeping Angel. Wait, Weeping Angel was copyright?
Yeah, I'm not sure, but it's something like Doctor Who
I
came
see,
up with.
The Grieving Gargoyle is a statue that was brought to life by a powerful witch. They attack anyone who gets in their way, but they can only move in the dark. You have to use his wings when eliminating them. The gargoyle is only visible with vulnerable to
Tu
light.
peux aller te
You must
booster,
Just camouflage with a carpet.
il y a un peu
Once
plus
the
de
gargoyle is around,
promenade.
you turn on the light
Moi
and shoot
j'ai
it.
commencé à aller...
Allez, frapper Billy.
C'est ça.
Wait, so I'm guessing the gargoyle can't destroy lights because that would be insanely busted.
I'm not sure, maybe it can.
Okay.
I think it can.
Wait, but what if you like put the carpet and the summoning circle down in a room and then you turn on the light and it explodes? Are you just soft lock?
Yeah, basically, yes.
Okay. So the kid doesn't pull any
Sorry.
punches.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
salt ammo. Okay, salt ammo. Oh, I guess it's already loaded with salt ammo. Okay. So then what else? It will not
volcan
any capture that needs to be
magnifique.
covered up. I guess we're going. Okay, so we just have to do the action. I really like that. That you don't have to use it's like extra task where you don't have to do the investigation part. Is there a light in here?
Yeah, they're like 1,000 lights on that side.
Okay. So we're gonna put this down. I don't have carpet. There. Cool. There. Carpet on the carpet. No one will know. It looks like it's supposed to be this way. Okay.
Doesn't do fast as well, yeah.
Okay. So now we need to turn this off.
Oh,
Oh, do this immediately. Turn on the lights. And now it's just frozen.
Yeah, it's just moving.
So now it's just dead forever. Can't move. Never again. Oh, absolutely destroyed. What the hell? Nice.
Yeah, so basically, he needs like
attends, je veux bien aller chercher ce truc.
wall with like this one. It doesn't go.
Okay, it's,
It
can't roll at all.
doesn't care for. Yeah, it doesn't care if it's something like that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, even if it's an idle, it will just be
C'est
stuck.
quoi ça?
Right?
Yeah, exactly. That does change like the way you play because it's, if you have the lights on and moves, it's another way not, you know. It does change how the creature moves because it traps without you noticing it.
Oh, but will it move into a room with light and then just freeze immediately, or will it avoid?
It will freeze immediately.
Oh, okay, nice. Well, that was the easiest mission of our life. We need to fill it in though that it is a.
Et tant que ça
What
passe
is
pas.
it? EMF cold spots minus. EMF cold spots minus.
Souvent le
Grieving
chemin.
gargoyle. There we go. Boom. Easy money. And a big. I don't know. If big
Oh,
actually
come
matters. I
on.
don't think we get more money for big maps if I remember.
Yeah, we do have. That's a bug right now because you are loading again into the level and then we have to enter for the game.
Oh, okay.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, it happens. Okay, I'll defer. Oh, ripperoni. Okay. Would you? I don't know if the tasks are forever disabled, but I would love to check out the other tasks another time. So you could deactivate them again. I don't know if it's on my game or if it's just for the player session or the map. I want to try them out.
Allez, j'y suis presque.
There were 20.
Yeah.
Are they deactivated for me? Oh, they're
Je suis
deactivated.
tombé dans la
I
lave.
just wanted to make sure.
Ça va, ça va.
Oh, okay.
J'ai tiqué un peu les filières et ça va.
Ah.
Wait, I'm actually leveling up the freight. I do love the
Ah.
in random
You
locations.
see what the guy drop again?
Yeah, we could do that. Oh, it doesn't have any jobs. Yeah, we could do it again.
Oh, then it's not.
Tout petit.
Okay, wait. No, wait,
Le moustique est là.
I would recommend the clarity with the visible and open option to like have the text update and use the button. Because right now
Ah.
it's visible and open.
Fuis-moi et ma
Yeah, I think we had this
puissance.
implemented once and then we changed it and then we
Oh, yes.
and we didn't care much at the beginning when we should have it.
Est-
How much money do I got? Dude, I got okay, so I didn't get the money there, but that doesn't really matter. Look at this income though. That's
Okay.
25.
Ok.
Really killing it. I love this. So the way this works is look at the statistics. You can see.
Oh.
Oh, wait, what? Long success formation, short success formation. Most often.
Ah, tu viens de réaliser la raison pourquoi
Ouais.
pourquoi c'est un no pour moi, là.
Je n'existe pas.
Okay, so we're
Je
actually
n'existe
level
pas.
one.
Mais toi, tu existes beaucoup trop. Bye!
Not on the different lands, but
Alright, well, that's right, which is still like, we're gonna die. I'm gonna grab holy water. Sure, I'll grab holy water. Don't know that before. I'm never gonna be able to use that. You know what? I'm gonna grab
Voilà, notre ami est là.
the spirit box and throw it up. They always grab it.
we don't need to run more.
The penis! The penis!
Yo, Titi!
What the fuck? Where are you?
Titi, le petit. Tu as fini pour le moment.
Are you here?
Oh.
Are you believe?
Voilà.
It's gonna bring you to the shadow realm. I'll blow it up on in there. Just come run to the shadow realm. Oh, wait, do you exercise there?
Yeah, that is definitely the book.
Incroyable, on a la suprématie du Tigrex.
Oh, pas de visuel. Quand c'est seulement que j'ai de la misère à affronter, alors que peu importe mon rang, peu importe mon équipement, je crois que c'est assez ça. Je crois que c'est plus évident.
So you already did step one. Alright, I'm gonna try.
J'ai des cailles sur la queue. Dans les genoux.
There's a big head. What the hell?
Yeah, and also the house.
Avec la chance, je peux avoir une plaque.
Avant les...
Oh boy.
Wow.
You.
That's so hard, dude. I
C'est
got
ici.
Je brûle, je brûle. Pique, ça pique.
Yeah, I can do it. Yeah, that's a counter.
Alright, I'll try again immediately without it. Okay, so, oh no.
He's a golden goal.
Voilà. Ta 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 ta.
Okay, so the book is right here.
Voilà.
Oh, he's coming. Oh god.
What was
Did you
it?
out immediately?
Yeah.
Hey, how's that work? What if I send my ghost to follow you?
C'est défait.
J'ai aussi une écaille sur sa queue.
Oh, mais c'est cadeau de...
Nope.
Une plaque!
Sérieusement?
Une plaque dans les reins!
Ah oui, je me souviens au début quand t'étais là, tu recevais des plaques, des gels, t'étais en mode... Moi, tu me disais ça, j'étais sur le cul, mais toi, tu t'en battais les reins, tu comprenais pas à quel point c'était rare.
Non! Mais je t'avais quasiment 2 fois par quête, tu vois. Ça va.
Alright, I'm in the forest land. Oh yeah, you're walking around here.
Oh, bien.
Oh no, you're not in the forest land. You're by the car base. We need to.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the house. Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah, wait, I
Une
can see you.
petite
Oh, there you go.
plaque.
I got you. Let's go. Alright.
Where's the
We did it.
Yeah, we just killed
Oh
them.
god, everything is shaking. What the hell? Oh, wait, what the fuck is going on? Okay, let's go. Alright.
C'est un petit
Let's go. Please don't
succès.
fuck up. Hey, we still got all the payout. Let's go. More payout? Creature limited to 200. I don't even know if that was more money.
Viens, prends tout.
Let's go to a map we haven't gone before, which is...
Yeah, because for the Baba Yaga, you need to after every
Give 'em hell.
string of the exorcism, you say you must use holy water.
Oh, I see.
She will be like frozen for a couple of seconds, but then you just use holy water, and then you can do it again. Yeah.
Love the skin he got. I'm just taking some screenshots so I can cut him out and just place him on the thumbnail somewhere. Lol. Anyway, let's go.
Oh!
You can also dance for the thumbnail.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I should take mine.
Apex.
I'm grabbing. This is so fun, man. I'm just having a great time. I love playing with these.
Oh.
I'm very good at the game. Just
Arzuros.
let's go. Grab some. I don't think I want
C'est
this. I
ça.
want the rest.
You're nice too. It's fun.
Lance-le en but lance-le avec
Because I
des...
have like your stream
en permettant à d'autres personnes de...
Because we had like people saying, hey, he's
de
playing the
rejoindre.
game. Say something, and I was like, I didn't hear it. That's why I opened it.
C'est une quête de...
Confirm. I baited him. Okay. Let's see. Yamahi. Yamiha.
calamité.
I heard a light. Is that you?
I don't know if I turned on the light. I'm not sure. I don't think I turned on the light. Maybe it was a feature.
Oh, I think it did. Just
It
turned
was a
on.
feature.
Yeah, okay, we can check fingerprints.
Oh, oh.
Let's see. Oh, there's a fingerprint on the door. Yeah, I did something. I did a thing. So proud. Was that motion detected?
No, no, it was
All places in the middle here. Huh? Right click there. Okay. Is that high too high?
He's a ruler in this room.
Like, was it down here or is the breaker broken?
I think the breaker was broken. That might be the thing. Like the creature could have also like just turned off.
J'adore les quêtes.
Okay, so we have a. I mean, I don't know much about every go. So.
Ouais.
Was that you?
Ah non, c'est ça, c'est le milieu du rang, ça. Non?
Ouais.
Ah, c'est ça, je pense. Ça veut dire que après ça, tu vas avoir d'autres quêtes avant de passer en high rank.
There's so much Dutch text all the stuff. I'm like, what?
Ok.
I hit them like which one. I was like, what is this? Get first from the chat. No, because it was the weirdest message of all time. It was like a really long message.
Ouais, c'est des potions plus.
Ouais.
Regular message, right? It was a sign.
Oh.
I don't think it's motion sensors. We would have gotten that.
Ah,
Right?
ça fait à la fois plaisir et très peur.
Yeah, it shows up once the creature enters the laser beam basically, and it doesn't depend on the aggression or the hunt situation.
Yeah. That usually gets. What? Was it you? What the hell was this? He just spammed the lights like crazy. Wait, what?
No, I think the breaker.
No, but it's like, what the heck? What is happening? Excuse me? There was a hanging body upside down on the screen all of a sudden. It was like smashing the light switch. Excuse me? Okay, there's definitely some fishy business going on. There's a buru, which I'm pro buru.
Ça permet à d'autres joueurs de rejoindre?
Yeah, the boo, I also have like a nightmare on the first. It can
Et
operate
il
lights.
faut placer et désinstaller vers machin.
Okay, so it must be nightmare.
Ah.
So it's team 5, full spots, and finger.
C'est vu que c'est un truc qu'on peut faire tout de suite aussi bien.
Full spots, and then nightmare. Let's go. What do we do for nightmare?
Le truc que j'ai découvert, c'est que si on fait... Si on fait et qu'il y a ensuite des gens qui nous rejoignent, c'est fini, hein. Ils pourront pas avoir les résultats de cet objectif.
So happy to see so many people love that.
Ah well.
I was not expecting people to actually enjoy that video. We like drop an 8-hour bomb on the panel, and I was like, no one's gonna laugh at this. But hey, look at that. There's how
On arrêtera genre à 17.
what the
It's
hell?
not a nightmare.
It's a minute.
Oh no. Yeah, please back up.
Voilà.
Wait, that's amazing. What the hell?
Motion detector finger.
Okay. Wait, so we have motion detector? Okay, well, bring it on! That was me. I don't know if that's me. Yeah, I think that's me.
He's also heavy.
I don't have anything. I had the... What do we do? Wait for the... Gotcha.
It's going. Oh,
Okay. That's it. Perfect for the practice.
Tu l'as pas réussi.
non. On va mettre une patate.
God damn it, j'ai raté mes contacts. God damn it. Tu as fait la bonne chose à faire, c'est juste que ça m'a empêché de faire mon counter.
Always have the whole other. Maybe wet.
Voilà.
Est-ce que tu peux faire tomber le machin qui est en haut?
Voilà.
Oh! Ils ont réussi à péter le premier main. Le premier petit main.
Neighbor eggs, like, not good for your neighbor.
Voilà.
I got it. Not good.
There was one... I dropped one down here, right? Wait, I shouldn't? Wait. I dropped one down here, so I guess it's not here. I don't know, I can't find it, whatever. Wait, I saved the EMF. Not good for your neighbor stance. I put it upstairs, whatever. Everything right. Okay, there you go. Look at the money though. Like, the Emmer getting more experience.
Oh my god. J'étais concentré sur les outils, j'avais oublié que ce machin existait.
We're never gonna... We need to be able to lead Winchester. We need to try win. We need to win this. I mean, I guess we won on Winchester.
Yeah, I think we won. Can we do it?
This time, no mistake.
laisse les canards tout seuls.
I think also might be because the feature of the show. Yeah, sometimes it takes a while. You have enough power.
Thanks for coming.
Un petit ménage.
Wait, so we got shotguns. Okay, so we need to be super precise with our silver ammo, right? Silver ammo. Okay, and then we need chalk. Really nice interchange stuff.
Voilà.
Let's see careful how it is. It's shoot again.
I can't have any more ammo.
Oh, okay. I dropped my holy water.
Oh boy. Okay. Okay. That worked. Alright, we're grabbing this. I'll grab a holy water too. And reload the shotgun. Nice. Okay, shoot this thing. Drop another one.
So maybe nice to know if you are a hunter on your role, you can carry more.
Oh,
Like,
I'm leaving this to you. We've already done. I'm gonna reload.
I tried this.
Oh, nice, nice. Oh, there. Boom. Oh god, it's going.
Utilisez le Dragonetta au fracas Weaverien 2 fois.
Yeah, we can also go to the garage, and you can put it here maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
One
more.
Le...
Oh, nice.
Je sais pas à quoi ça ressemble en anglais,
So last shot. This is actually so hard that Winchester is
cet objectif bonus.
C'est use a Dragonator or Wyvern Shot.
Hi there, fly baby.
Ok.
Bye bitch.
C'est mal écrit. Parce qu'en gros, ça demande de vaincre 2 monstres avec ces trucs. Pas de les utiliser 2 fois.
If you kill it on Rookie, 150. If you kill it on Hunter and 250. On which I'm not sure why there are plenty of players and also some out of us in your chat maybe they can answer. I think it's 20.
C'est pas le...
Let's see it.
Ouais.
I did take all the artifacts, I think. Okay, 200. That's pretty harsh. I would never be able to complete that. That doesn't seem worth the money. Nice. Okay. 335. Oh, dude, I got so much money. All right, let's go. Let's do one of these.
C'est
Broken
qui
use by-
qui reste à Doc qui est prêt là?
Use by keep breaking. The residents
Je sais
claim
pas moi
they're not
dans
alone in the house in
ces-
the dark. Oh, in the dark. It's always hard to see who's lurking in the corner. That sounds like a job.
Oh non, il va attendre tout le long.
The missions are really good to get a bit of extra cash.
Yeah, but sometimes there are forbidden items as well, so you cannot use all items. In this case, we cannot use guides.
Il va attendre jusqu'à la fin du temps.
Yeah, there are some missions as well.
Allez
you cannot use
Timmy,
it as well.
tu peux y arriver.
But you still can use like the lighter and stuff.
Wow, tu vois.
I'm guessing during those.
No, also like the lighter for the graves and
Il
stuff. You
fait
can also use it as a
shitty.
little like light source and also like a little camera.
Kitty. I don't know if we need these.
I didn't drop enough. I don't have any slots for you.
Timmy,
I just heard a motion sensor. I
Timmy,
don't know if that's.
Timmy.
Non, c'est fini.
It's already twice.
Ah, on aurait attendu 90 secondes.
Should be down here. We get full spots. It doesn't show that it's. Doesn't nice ready.
I don't think you remember.
There goes everyone!
Ah merde, j'ai utilisé Fugen!
Okay, so the fact that it just simply
Yeah, or if you can just have power.
Timmy, tu fais exprès là.
It might take a while.
J'étais en train de me demander c'était quoi cet effet qui one-shot le machin. C'est qu'il a mis Fugen dès le début du truc. Enfin, je crois, je vais checker. Parce que si c'est ça, c'est sûrement ça. Ouais, il a utilisé Fugen, l'enfoiré.
But I think I also tried. Yeah, I also tried to make
Oh no.
Yeah,
Oh, oh, patient, patient.
Oh, nice, you got it.
That's fine, we'll also go.
Yeah, wait, just continue to grab it.
Yeah, the hunt.
Okay. Same shifter on, Triptych, right? On those, cats?
Yeah, he basically.
Oh, I forgot the trap with salt. Let's try to load it up with the weapons load.
Okay, we got lots of salt inside there.
Oh, it's rookie ready.
Oh, okay.
It's like rookie.
That's the thing, but we also have like some.
Faut détruire deux autres monstres avec un canon.
Trois que j'ai des.
Oui, trois.
But you are escaping now. As long as it's in the front, but be careful with the shotgun when you yeah, that's stupid. You can also like tank it, but then you change it for everything, and it's like for sword and for charge. Like, you know, it's a loophole.
Yeah,
People
you
really
can
fight.
work that way, I remember.
Eh merde.
I mean, you can always empty salt and then when you load it back in, you again.
Yeah, that's what the loophole.
I failed that. That's all well. J'attends que quelques arrivent.
Ah, okay. Follow, good, take it. Hey, and also this might be counted. Keep starting from the right.
Voilà.
But basically, it's maybe that you can actually once you but it's not this version yet.
Le roi gay n'est plus. On va pousser avec une arme effet.
I got an achievement. I got an achievement. Achievement second expert. There's 57. Even a victory. Beating this breach, you can call yourself an expert.
Monte sur ce canon.
Pour moi, Grace tu viens de se téléporter, mais bon. Les objets à récupérer sont terminés.
Guys to Germany, yeah. Okay.
Well then,
I'm AFK for a while, like for a bit.
Outgram, driver.
I will dance while AFK. No, I don't have a sex partner.
This is the track that goes like you dance. Furious. I'm gonna grab thermo. This is gonna be okay with the basket.
Let's blast this thing!
Immediate baguette. Baguette.
Le mec a utilisé Fugen alors qu'on aurait pu le garder pour l'air Zero supérieur.
I don't know whether
C'est bête, Billy.
it's like the root of the songs. In this case, closing door.
Oh, I see.
It's hard to develop this. No, it's,
Il reste toujours 3 mobs à faire fuir avec un canon.
yeah, you got it.
Let's go. Oh, there's a catacomb down here? Oh god.
Si on réussissait, on pourra pratiquement, on pourra tout faire en fait.
On pourra faire n'importe quoi, oui.
Oui, il reste un monstre à statue à faire.
Good rack. Minus degrees, nice.
Et 3 trucs à canon, il en aurait fait un peu fait.
I'm not seeing anything. I'm not seeing it on the thermo. Or, yeah. Wait, what the hell is this room back here? Just empty
Come
room.
on.
The grave is
Come
down.
on.
I'm back.
Oh.
Allez,
yeah,
utilise
or
ta
just-
dernière neurone et appuie sur ce
Oh, what's
truc.
a book? It's an artifact, I'm assuming? No? There's this book here. There's not an artifact.
Just a spooky little thingy.
It's just a spooky little thing. A little spooky. Okay, I'm gonna... Other stuff. Obviously, you already know it's book. You already know it's freezing. And what's this? This place is absolutely massive.
Looking great.
I don't know. We don't know where it went.
It did operate the light switches.
It did?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I can hear it. Did he?
Yeah, the thing is, I'm not sure about the gargoyle. I know it's not a blue. I will pass through out some of the. Yeah, Dennis expert like a lot of experts. But I know it's also not the revenant.
Stay here. Freaking ready.
Could use a hand.
I'll just grab the whole thing. Maybe it'll come in handy. So-
Thank you.
Okay, man, I like that the light is actually so bright.
Oh non, laisse-moi deviner, c'est le nouveau qui le fait.
Oui.
Could be a nightmare again or gargoyle.
Oh wait, it's literally only 2 options.
We've got this.
Yeah, because of the light switches, yeah.
Oh yeah. Wait, can you even go to it? Can't operate like this?
We don't know.
But you guys maybe did, right?
We don't know. Maybe some other light interface. Maybe, yes.
There are. So it would be EMF. Nightmare would be this combination.
Yeah, we tried simply trying to what's in, like one of those
Allez, un dernier au canard.
Yeah, but they can also like go off, especially like more high lights.
Oh yeah. But if it is that, then grab the. You could just put the. What is the neighbor? I got it. Absolutely right. You dance while doing this. But you can dance while doing extras. That's so good. But you can dance while doing the extras. That's so good. Well, let's go. Holy shit, I've never won this.
Non, ça sert à rien de rester ici. Tu peux rester pour activer les Dragonators pour l'affaiblir si tu veux. Mais à part ça, ça sert pas à grand chose parce qu'il va juste passer à travers. C'est comme ça que fonctionnent toutes les quêtes de calamité avec un monstre supérieur ou les bouchis.
Yeah.
Or did you guys change that yet?
No, we didn't change. Once you check, like, drop down menu, checks which evidence you have got. So it's hard to say. Once you know, you could also make it like once you change the feature, automatically put the evidence in it, but then you don't know which evidence you put in first, you know?
Yeah, I would say like if you complete the game with the right motion, like then you just fill the rest of the game, you don't have to fill it in like beyond the ghost. Like it doesn't autofill in the evidence, but it just if you select the right thing, you can get all the credits right now.
Yeah, that's true.
I was losing, yeah, because I was losing so much money when I first started playing the game because I didn't like properly fill in the evidence, and then I would like lose the 5 bucks. It also doesn't say why you get 5 bucks. Like if it just says
Pourquoi j'utilise des guns? I don't need to use any gun. I am master rank.
Yeah, but then it's once you keep someone.
I am weak, I need gun.
Il y a un monstre ici qui a déjà crevé, c'est un avec un coup de canon.
Voilà. Tout est fait.
Ah.
Non, non.
On a récupéré Fugan? Yes?
Machine gun!
Je crois, il est quoi, c'est la résistance là?
Neon light, you get the neon light by the neon light. Then what else? Decorative lamp, find a green and decorative lamp. Modern wall TV. I want this one. Oh, but these are also good.
Yo, gang. Est-ce qu'ils auraient que les gangs sont activés? Ah, il y a un tracker Iberien si tu veux l'utiliser. L'autre côté. Non, l'autre côté, l'opposé de la reine. Tu vois deux grosses lumières vertes autour des leviers.
Ah, là.
Il y a toujours deux grosses lumières vertes autour de ce type de levier.
also have.
Allez, d'enrager!
Yet because you don't have like rules unlocked yet. But you then have the priest roll and the doctor roll. And you can also equip yourself after.
Oh my god! This is the priest work. Here you can pick up the priest box.
Oh.
You can grab it with the first sword in the mission. You can use the box. Only once, man. That's what you can
Yeah, the doctor box contains like plus 8. No, it's always one to the 3 one. Yeah, you can let you can choose one by one, and then you have like 0 and 1. And then you can drop it with H, but it's really
Oh, il est dans le bleu. Oh, je suis dans le bleu. Tout est bleu.
basically, yeah, just drop it.
If you would, I really love the and then you can like go back to the screen for a little bit and then come back here, like just like temporarily leave the game.
Non, mais les tours me détestent personnellement.
Non, c'est juste qu'ils visent aléatoirement, t'as juste pas de chance. Voilà. Fini avec un gros compteur de la face.
Yeah, only jump, yeah. But it won't change, only if you pick it up. No, I think it won't be gold.
C'est tu comprends pourquoi avec le temps, j'ai de moins en moins apprécié les quêtes Rampage. Quand ce type de personne qui décide d'attendre juste tout le temps pour rien. Mais vraiment pour rien en plus.
Oui, ça donne aucun bonus, il n'y a pas d'avantage, il y en est prêt à active.
C'est ça. Genre si c'est pour le fourneau, j'aurais plein de matériaux au niveau de la porte?
Oui.
Ok. Si c'est pour le fourneau pour genre réactiver les Dragonators avant le prochain round. Ok, sure. Mais là c'était. Là ça servait à rien. Aucune des fois.
You can change. I think you change it. You have like a vote in your.
Yeah. But can you change it in the
bunker, yes.
Yeah, okay.
You can also go to your car. There's a garage in the.
Oh, it's really that's cool. Okay.
Maybe there will be some other cars soon.
Ooh.
We managed to pull through somehow.
Wait,
Well
there's-
done.
That's one
The village
we
is safe
promised
for
already.
now.
Yeah, I know. We want.
Ah, des coupons tenus.
To have another car.
Yeah, it needs to be real cool because the Impala is awesome. Like you kind of have to start with another car and then buy the Impala.
But we did change. Yeah, exactly. We did change the car in this garage though. We did change the name plate, the number plate.
Yeah,
the car
license plate. And inside
Nice.
666.
Yeah, that's the thing. Because this car is used a lot in the. So let's do it our way.
Need to, I mean, if it's a revenant. We have the name. We have the name? We do have it.
We have the name already. Yeah.
Nice. We're sort of taking it with the 2 to 11.
Oh.
So we go down. Jesus.
Boubou.
Let's go.
It's only 2 minutes.
Pépouille là.
Okay, so then we have to burn the king. I guess that's it. No shoulder guard, no nothing. This is like one of those goats you can do early, even without any equipment. Right then, double time. Pick up the katana, that's not there's so many knives. Right, shovel plus gasoline this time. Don't forget the gasoline. Where the heck is it over here? I think it's over here. Yes, there it is. There's a lot. Yeah, there's a lot of evidence.
Oh my god.
So, are you stuck in there?
Yeah.
I'll exercise it. I'll try and
Yeah, I
exercise
don't
it.
have anything to.
I'll try and kill it real quick. There, I killed it.
Yeah, you did it.
Let's go. You said.
Stop the drug from the face.
Wait, where is it?
Do you have any time? Yeah, you can, but I can.
Wait, oh, I can't. Like, wait. I can pick up the box, but I can't use it because I don't have the roll.
Yeah, because you're not hurt, you cannot use it.
Oh, okay, okay.
Pick up your trees on your hand.
Oh, okay.
C'est quoi, t'es high rank?
So that means that if you have people of that, if you have someone of a role in your group, you can just all pick up the box, or is it
Yeah.
one box?
No, it's just like one box per lobby, but you can save it for another session basically.
That's a perk for.
Oui, mais c'est le cinématique.
Okay, my first revenant.
Oh.
You're moving around.
Ah oui, non, c'est ça, c'était la quête pour passer high rank.
Okay, once you start the mission again.
Okay, we'll see.
Because we are still here. And here
I just started the new.
Congrats.
You can choose a mission. It's okay.
Let's see if it works.
Yep.
Personal
Ça,
space, no.
ça explique
No,
les
Dennis
coupes
got
en tenue à la fin de la quête.
Wait, but Dennis is gone. He's not in the lobby
Dennis is
anymore.
gone, yeah.
Okay, well,
But we can just leave again, yeah.
we can just select that it is
No.
absolutely
That's
spirit,
okay.
and then we leave.
Le tic.
I don't think I've seen a
Oh.
spirit. Wait, it was spirit. Wait.
On my side, it was a nightmare. I think the lobby's.
Is this creature type spirit? I don't know what's going on, but I didn't get any credit for it. I don't know what the fuck happened.
I exited the lobby in the hopes
Yeah,
that
okay.
no game won't crash.
Oh, yeah, I'm fine. I'll join the house again. So
You might also exit the lobby first.
Okay, wait, how do I cancel? Oh, I can exit the lobby. Exit the lobby, there we go.
Yeah, escape in the next
Oh my
one.
god, what's going on? I heard something on the end. There we go. Join I am Bailey. Okay, where's my garage? I need to check it out. Artifact. How many
Ok, là, il y a peut-être personne qui veut me parler.
Oh, look at that, there's so many of them. What the hell? Look at these maps. Nice spawn maps. There's insanely many.
That is good.
Is the... Wait, is there really this many? There's like a whole extra wall with empty glass.
No, we need to add them.
Okay.
Like the left wall is full already,
Almost.
but the right one.
Yeah, okay. Corner of prayer. Pray for the fallen hunters. Where's the garage? Oh, the garage is right there. Change the color. Oh, baby, look at that. Change fashion magazine. Oh, yeah, you can do character customization too. Look at that, I'm buying a suit, man. I'm a fancy ghost hunter. I'm a fancy. Oh, this fucking guy. Remember? Psycho was playing as this fucking... He looks like this fuckboy. I love this guy. Okay, how do I use... Oh, here, spray paint. And then I do golden, yellow... Oh! Dude, look at that yellow, though. That's sexy. What other color? Of course it's so dark, though. I wish it was brighter. Oh,
Let's
wait, there's so many
see.
more colors now. Oh, you have to buy them. What the hell? Pink! Oh my god! Holy shit! That's amazing. That's how we're going. That's how we're getting in here. Let's go. Oh, man. I'm a Barbie girl. Hello. I see you're working. Aren't they doing some kind of Barbie movie or something? Let's see.
That is
We have
done.
the last one. Yes, they are. Is it being made or is it already made?
Come back anytime.
Oh, look at that.
RC4.
So right.
C'est ça. RC4, t'es high rank.
Oh.
No, this is empty.
Congrats.
Happy they buy everything every time. Okay, good. The lights are just so low. What the hell? Oh, I'm getting this. I think I need a few more relics. Do I have them all? Ding, ding. That was Ghost motion detector?
I think it was Dennis.
No, I was looking at the one I didn't place mine yet. Okay.
Bye.
Nice.
I see an off.
Oh, orange? I didn't even look at my way. Okay. It's Poltergeist or Revenant. Wait, some of these combinations give you so few options instantly. Okay. Burning human remains. It's literally always burning human remains. We have to find a name.
And with the Revenant, we could also just
Mais bon.
console it with the
Je
Revenant.
dis qu'on va avoir que Title Update va bientôt arriver,
Did you get him a 5? Okay, so it's Poltergeist.
mais
Speedrun, now we just
pour information, pour être sincère,
There are more.
il y a de fortes, il y a encore plus d'indices indiquant qu'il va y avoir un autre Title Update encore après.
Oh, we're gonna get it. We'll get twice. I'm already gonna set up for this.
Un tit-
Probably gonna get it. Take the shovel.
Parce que oui, on arrive à Kamura,
Put all the wrong items.
on retourne à Kamura, donc je finis ça d'une histoire, mais
Alright, go to the grid. Let's go.
ils ont pas annoncé le prochain événement virtuel.
Oh.
Pour le Title Update, comme ils l'ont fait pour le fan, ben pour l'événement virtuel final de Iceborne. Vraiment un événement, une cérémonie pour dire au revoir au jeu, merci d'avoir joué. Voici. Non, c'est un événement virtuel comme tous les autres qu'on a eu avant en fait.
Oh. Ah, ça.
Ensuite, comme j'ai dit, on retourne à Kamura. Ce qui veut dire c'est pas à la fin des Curios. Alors que le post-game de Sunbreak est justement de trouver une façon d'arrêter les Curios.
Oui.
Donc,
Yeah, you cannot go and
voilà quoi. C'est...
I mean, there's really no reason. Is there? Have you guys thought about giving higher payouts on the bigger maps?
We didn't think about it yet, no.
Just
It's a thing now.
Just, I mean, maybe not like significantly high, but at least
J'ai
like
raté
a
quelqu'un?
little bit more, just so there's like a reason to go to them sometimes. Because right now I'm like, oh, well,
De quoi?
all maps, I'm just speedrunning them.
Ah,
like,
Fuken,
better
ok.
Yeah, true.
Il y avait encore quelqu'un qui voulait me parler.
Thank you.
You don't have gasoline, there you go, that would have been a problem. And I have the shovel. Oh wait, I have the shovel. We're going there. Boom, hunter mode. Didn't choose the ghost. Did I not fill in the ghost? It happened.
Oh.
Change my color. I want to see the crazy. I mean, this might be the crazy.
Cinématique.
I want to do camp. I don't never do camp. Let's check the works. I think only like a handful. How many ghosts have works? Almost no. Oh, quite a few. Maybe you can't show up right away.
No, but the odds won't show up.
Yeah, not early, right?
Yeah. We'll take a while for the just enough power to do that.
Yeah.
by the way, I don't know, that's by the most of the sounds finished, that's already the sound, where we try to sound.
Yeah, it will sound different if it is like, if it's not running, but people can do by sound.
The time has come.
You can also basically really find
Oui.
things like on the corners or stuff. I'm not able to do it now. But sometimes you can also get like really fun.
C'est arrivé, c'est maintenant au rang. Ce qui veut dire qu'à partir de maintenant, les combats vont commencer à être durs. J'espère que
Okay. Oh yeah. Oh, it's like
Ah, ok.
I think you can do it on Stratford Island. Yeah, you can do it with walls and stuff.
Okay. It's Arachne.
Okay.
Wait, say holy water? Absolutely holy water. Okay, Arachne. So that's the. I know that ghost because I've seen it many times. This one's crazy, by the way. Get ready for some craziness. EMF and cold spot. Okay, cold spot's an EMF. Because I think you have to go into the temple and shoot it with the silver ammo. Which I hope. Probably won't have enough. I'm gonna bring holy water as well as which ammo do I shoot it with? Silver ammo. Okay. But then I'm gonna holy
I'm
water.
walking in her camp.
Something new?
No, you won't. Because you're gonna take it. Also, if you look through the window here, stuff is a little fucked up. You see this?
And the seclusion coming.
I see.
Okay, she also dropped a lot of Spider-Man already, so it's hard on this map.
Oh, what the hell? Jesus. So, they said that you die in sim. You will bleed from the eyes. Excuse me. Rude. Oh, what the hell? I'm being stunned. What? There's spider webs all over my screen right now. What the hell was that?
Yeah, the Arachne drops some webs. You can see it with the camera.
Oh,
you can throw them with your lighter if you want.
There's so many spooters on the ground. What the hell? Oh my god. Oh. Oh, what
That's
the
just a spider web.
I know. It looks cool.
That's
where's
cool.
it go? Oh, you're being taken to the shadow realms. You'll be fine.
Holy water.
Let's go. Look how much cool stuff there is. Okay, I need to be captured. Oh, I'm being captured by this. What the hell? Help!
Leave it to me.
But I can see you, and so no god can help you. Excuse me. Oh, why are they going for you all the time? Why should Lincoln?
She's trying to hunt the players up to
Oh, there we go. Alright! Here we go! Let's go. This is so fucking crazy, dude. What the hell, man? Oh, so loud.
Juste pour information,
I shoot. He's dead. Dead as hell.
avec tout ce que j'ai fait, j'ai toujours deux armes
Properly drop it. There we go.
que j'ai toujours pas débloquées.
I thought I'd have to shoot it multiple times, but I guess I would be stupid. In Winchester mode, you have to get.
Il y a deux armes que je pourrais...
I think it's just a shot.
Il y a deux branches d'armes que j'ai toujours pas débloquées.
No, I think it's just a shot.
Yeah, okay.
Otherwise, you could have also like have holy water with you and stuff. But I think it's just a shot.
That would be so. Yeah. That's
Je
why I
suis
dropped
rang 50, il me reste un monstre à débloquer, il me manque deux branches d'armes.
Man, I imagine playing with this is gonna be the most chaotic thing. Imagine. I'm changing my color. What's the coolest color we can buy?
Voilà. Là, tu arrives à comprendre ce que je dis.
Oh my god, dude, communist red. Communist red, I didn't even see that. The market does not regulate anything. Oh my god, that's actually amazing. Wait, I love this one. Communist red, let's go. I got myself some good communist red right there. I love that one. Okay. Wait, you can have your items in here. Okay,
Yeah, you can also have the box if you want again. Like you dropped it last time.
Oh yeah, what would be interesting is if there's like a mission, one of the like maybe daily missions where there's a ghost in this place and you have to find it. That'd be interesting.
Yeah, we had this idea coming from the community already, but we're not sure how to reflect it.
I see. Might be difficult behind the scenes.
Yeah. But we could add this also like a mission map.
What is the next plan to you guys looking forward to add?
Now we are implementing the PvP mode.
See.
Next, for people who want to play the creatures and stuff.
That's gonna
We
be
don't want,
interesting.
we don't want to do DVD side, DVD.
Yeah.
And but some like folks requested this, and we are like, okay, let's do it. But it will be quite restricted, so you cannot choose the creature you will be playing.
I see.
For the people, so you cannot cheat extra points and stuff.
Yeah, I think I broke the breaker by turning on too many lights.
I turned them.
Oh, I immediately broke probably because all the lights were still on. Oh no, sorry. Oh, you have to relight them. Alright. Nice lit hallway here. PvP mode. I mean, I remember playing Fade Retro Exorcist, which I really want to play that again. I need to find a group to play with. But it was really fun. It's just fun to play as the ghost. Like it's probably a really big thing to add, right? That was taking a lot of work. Was that deep sound?
That's the thermometer.
Oh, what does that mean? Freezing?
It means basically freezing and also minus freeze, depending on. But if it's,
I didn't see
you also change the color and stuff.
I didn't see anything. I just made a big noise.
Ghost spots for sure, yeah.
Nice. Yeah, that must be a lot.
Finally.
Or 6 degrees. 3 degrees?
Qu'est-ce qu'il y a?
Interesting. Yeah, change the color. I didn't even know that.
Ici mon bébé.
It's cool that they're so actively like. Just
Ah, ton
adding to the
insecte.
community once
Oui,
we are
moi Lucarde.
Yeah, if you want to see some stuff, you can suggest it probably in the. Where do you guys take suggestions?
Yeah, from a Discord channel, basically.
Discord, or?
People are just writing stuff into
How can you find the Discord?
The fastest way is probably metaphysicalgame.com/discord.
I see. Or is it Discord.me/you?
No, I think you can recommend it.
Okay, because I think if you have enough boosts, you can get the vanity link.
No, then it's a pro.
I mean, I think it's only like 3 boosts or something to get the. I forgot. It's like very few boosts to get the vanity link.
Yeah, we boosted the server before, but then we stopped. But we were like, that set Discord Nitro because it wasn't like that cool. And then we thought like, why having Nitro? That's probably something I should mention here. But
Yeah, that was the reason I like those because you can't use any emotes in like with the right button.
I'm not convinced you that the stop this.
Actually, I have a bragging right there.
I mean, it's not bad.
I have permanent Discord Nitro for free because I have a partnered server, so I don't have to pay for my Discord Nitro. I just get it for free. Anyway, looking forward.
Now they're not that big yet. They have a partner program. We have like to have more.
Oh,
Community. Yeah, I think we have like to have more community action stuff.
This is so cool. Love the zoom in. Shame. What do you mean shame? We probably have no motion sensor. Is it? Oh god. It's the Baba Yaga.
I don't know how to watch it, honest.
Okay. Oh god. Baba Yaga. Are they running from him? Is he exercising it in the shadow room? Let's go, do it.
Il est beau.
Hey, let's go. so good. That ability is super good. No, totally fine. Totally fine. Okay, nice. We just have to easy. I really like how all the ghosts have like almost all the ghosts, right? There's a few ghosts that don't have like a unique ghost model, like the Japanese ghosts all share ghost models, right? There's cold spot fingerprints.
Yeah, and the demon, the spirit, and the elements and stuff also share in the dungeon.
Oh wait, sorry, I was a little distracted.
The other, like the spirits, and the demons, and the...
I see.
Yeah,
À partir de maintenant, je crois que je vais commencer
It's basically something
à manger
Yeah, we will add more models, but I think there will still
des
be...
dingos.
It's fine if some ghosts, like especially the ones that have more evidence, like the Revenant, for example, has so much evidence.
On
It's
est moi
totally fine
qui
to have
sais
those
qu'une
evidence
puissance
ghosts
d'attaque de
where-
144.
always look at the ghost against me, right? But then there's some ghosts where you
Vanille. Par contre, on a gagné des... J'ai gagné des pierres d'armure. Donc, je vais aller finir d'améliorer mon plastron. Voilà.
Just kind of like it doesn't like you guys aren't afraid to let people just completely dominate the game. That's basically what I mean. If you know what you're doing, you're just gonna win.
Yeah, we are trying. I think we have some creatures where it's pretty obvious what it is, if you know, if it's in
Are
a
you ready for
pentagram
hunt?
or something. But I guess it's something that you can't avoid. For instance, for Vendigo or other creatures which has unique, unique outfit or skin.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
You're just gonna know. Oh yeah, we haven't been here. Dude, I love this freaking red. Communist red, best color for sure. Let's see. I am going to. I mean, I'm kind of running the same
Yeah,
tools every
Communist
time.
red looks like Ferrari. Red.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't think I mean, I guess cold spots if you don't have a thermal, you can't do the cold spots.
regarde-moi ce beau-là, c'est...
It's a random, right? Which of these houses?
Il est
Ah, j'ai vu, hein.
Is there room or not?
Il est beau, il est gros,
Yeah, actually,
et il
we have
coupe.
some spoilers here outside. So you can see it's not whether it's a part of the boat or
I see it.
Va te chercher des boosts.
It's running around. I think I see it because I can see lights coming from the inside. Oh, this one, because there's a man in front of it? No? This one, welcome. No? Hey, what? Which one is this?
If it's not the one downstairs, it's the one upstairs. It's the one downstairs.
Oh, it's the one downstairs. Okay, I see. I just kind of ran upstairs.
Okay, I thought you were upstairs.
I didn't check them at all.
Great.
Yeah, it's weird textures.
Yeah,
For
open
those.
it, yeah.
I mean, I like the customization because that's one of those things in Demonologist that is also really refreshing. They have things you can work towards and like save up for. Because in almost every ghost in the game, money is so utterly meaningless. Oh, I'm outside. Is there no light for the hallway here? How do you turn on the hallway light?
Like if you enter the room, basically on the left side, yeah.
Oh, and then where is the kitchen light? Oh, it was motion sensor. Oh, it's so hard to see because it's white on white.
Yeah, white on white,
I see.
La collecte
Yeah, see?
de sec.
This is shade. Is there even a shade in this game? There's no shade in this game. Actually, it's such unique games compared to, or unique ghosts compared to most ghost hunting games. Most ghost hunting games just take the Phasmo ghost and then like add a few more. So it's nice to actually see some variety.
À partir de maintenant, je vais enfin pouvoir avoir des matériaux pour
Only you read the whole message. Wait, what was the whole message?
pour faire pour pouvoir faire mes tenues.
Oh, we got papers. There's only a few ghosts left. Ingies. Alright, what next? I didn't get any.
Come
I
on,
didn't even place my. It's gonna be Wendigo. Wendigo or werewolf will be sick. I'm gonna. This is a nice room to even bring more items in. Hey folks, what's up? Is that the most? What the hell is the door? Look at that door. It's just like the lowest section door of all time. I am going to keep this.
Save your memory.
Yeah, so. I don't even know if it can be spirit box. Could be. I've never had. I mean, I think I got spirit box once, did I?
That's one.
It's gonna be hard in the brightness because it's actual night vision. Oh god. Could be orb though. That is instantly able to get. Probably. You know if it's walking in? So if it now walks through the motion detector and you don't see orb
Là,
while it
c'est
goes through,
dans
then
le
it's probably
sec,
powerful
et
enough.
j'ai...
The orbs will not be visible the entire time, so it's hard to...
Oh, c'est dans cette direction.
Can you hear me? Can you
But you can
speak?
still see the orbs when you're outside.
Where are you? Are you French? Are you friendly? Are you French? Oh, the running is very funny. Where are you?
Gotcha.
Are you French?
Et
Where are you? Look
là.
at this gamer setup though. Oh my
Ah,
god.
merde.
Why would you have your keyboard and mouse on this one? Why
Il y a
not
ma
have
caméra qui fait n'importe quoi.
Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? It's 1 p.m. Not really. Where are you? Are you pizza?
Ah, mais...
Are you red?
Tout le monde est là?
Are you grandma?
Oui, tout le monde est là. Je récupère le roguet avant que mes dégâts sortent de l'état de...
I don't think it's gonna be any of this. I think it's time to. I think it's probably forget the. You always have that one. That appliance in your
Pas
house
sur
that's
us,
kinda
pas sur us. Lui, là, voilà.
Grab the
Yeah, it says like Kreider, which means top.
Non mais c'est gangbang.
Yeah, exactly. The other one, if you're expert,
C'est sûr que vous avez besoin de mon aide.
Non, mais c'est ta quête.
Oh, j'ai quasiment le goût de sortir de l'araignée poupée.
Elle aurait pas fonctionné. Enfin, elle aurait peut-être fonctionné sur les Uchi, mais pas sur leurs grosses. En faisant les combats de low rank, ça m'a permis de réaliser que une certaine quantité de dégâts sort un monstre de l'état de chevauche.
Ça a été tellement vite.
Hein?
Ça a été tellement vite.
Oui, même pas 5 minutes. Mais c'est ça le truc quand on commence à faire des sets et quand on comprend comment le jeu fonctionne. C'est ça qui arrive. Et surtout là où je sais pas si t'as vu le nombre de fois que j'ai fait des counters. Genre, il y avait tellement de monstres que c'était facile de faire des counters non-stop.
So rude. Alright, let's see. Easy peasy. One more game in the pocket. Okay, I filled in everything. I did yes, I did do it properly. Nice. Okay, the shotgun is in there. Let's go. We were getting so many stats for everything here. We gotta do mini games fast. Hello there. Let's see. So the band, what is it? I can't. The cave today. Is that you guys?
Yeah, that's us and our singer Marie, who's watching us right now.
What is
She's
that?
actually a huge fan of yours.
Oh my god, let's go. Alright, yeah, hold on. Let's do the sanatorium again. Atlantis PM enough. I love the way he sets. It sounds like the guy who like did the voice acting for the Exorcism, Mr. Omnis. He kind of sounds like the dude from Supernatural. Kind of sounds like the guy from Supernatural.
Until next time.
No, I tried it, but it's my voice.
No, but this one.
See you later then.
It kind of sounds like the guy with the long hair. I forgot what he's called.
Sam.
Yeah.
Time to go.
Boom. So wait, could we try like a psycho strat here and just walk in and we didn't buy enough to talk?
Oh, that's it.
Oops. Well, we'll try. Okay, then it's not gonna work. Because I was curious if we could walk in and piss it off, and then just like hope that it works. I mean,
We can try. I will drink some sake, put some sake in it.
See what happens. I love the run. You really put your back into the run. It looks better on this script. Okay, dodge. Just immediately attack. Jesus. Oh, it's going. Oh, boy. I can't see anything. What's coming downstairs here? It's a run thing again? Or what is it?
No,
I think
I
that's
didn't see it.
She had a bathrobe on.
This could be a ghost.
I think it's just the spirits. Like it was freezing temperatures. So it's a Jinn Revenant or something. Jinn or Revenant? Oh no, Jinn is another one. So it's just probably Revenant then. Or a demon or Revenant. Do you have a demon?
Yeah, I think we don't have like I don't have to recognize, but we don't have a card for the demon. So
Oh, so we're just gonna hope it's a Revenant. Let's just quickly fill in Revenant and then we'll purchase the stuff we need.
Tu veux faire l'Ardura sur le Kuroyaku?
Cold spots,
Je sais pas, je vois.
No, no, it's just a normal mission.
Ok.
Ghost box, ghost search.
probably come back to this.
Je vais aller faire le Kuroyaku.
We can just get some free cash, I hope, maybe. Oh, it was a demon. I guess right. Wait, so you get no profit, but it still says 5 cold. Like I got some money. How does that work?
You didn't get money, I think.
And I got 5 from cold spots. 5 from.
Yeah, but you didn't. Yeah, you have to identify the creature.
Oh
correctly
yeah, I
or
forgot.
you have
Yeah,
profit.
I forgot that about. It's hardcore like that. Okay, so now we can go back. Yeah, okay. Let's actually purchase stuff. And then we can buy all the chalk. Give it to me, and then we need. Do you have shotgun still in your inventory?
I'm not sure. I
Yes.
definitely have like a shotgun. Yeah,
What the hell is that?
I think it's the werewolf shotgun.
That looks so cool. Oh, wait, what? Oh, you have a special shotgun.
Yeah, it's the werewolf expert shotgun.
Oh, right, now I want to be extra with werewolf. That looks amazing. Okay, so you have it. Nice. Let's go back to the double barrel shotgun. I like the skins. That's really cool. Okay, now we can properly try. So now we do the sicko mode strat. Wait, actually we have 7 talk this time because I still have chalk in the inventory.
Yeah, that's like cheap. We allow. Once we have 2 shotguns per
Oh, let's go. Right, well, I don't have. What do I do with holy water?
Leave it to me.
I'm a cheater. Fine. I'm just gonna put this here and we'll see.
Thanks.
Alright, it's got
Continuer
that.
de m'étaler.
Where are you? Oh, it's going. Look at the lights.
Ah, c'est pas ça.
Freezing? Oh, no,
Ah,
no, no,
game.
Just love how it just make it disappear. Shit, we got
The
so
shotgun annoys the holy water doesn't work in the gym.
holy water doesn't know, and the shotgun doesn't either. So you
Yeah,
just got.
I didn't
You're
get
medic, so
it.
you're fine. But cold spots,
Yeah, I'm fine because it's not winches.
cold spots, and motion detector, and.
Whoa.
Easy, this is speedrun. And
Ah
then
oui.
you have to knife into Dreamland. Wait, I want to do that. I think I've done that one time.
Donne-moi quelques instants parce que là, c'est...
C'est kind of so good. fighting. Come at me, you bitch. Try me. Coming from downstairs again. Where you at?
Je l'ai vidé mes nids.
They were naked before. They put clothes on this model.
Ah oui.
Wait. Stabbed it, but I didn't kill it. Should.
Yeah, I might do it again. That's the main one. So it's gonna be male and female.
I didn't know that. I thought it was just the same model with clothes on.
Ok, ok, je me suis fait mon
It's
nid.
the female model is naked and the male model is like
Quite sexist.
Et des plaques.
Non! J'avais oublié que j'ai...
Where are you? There you are, take me. To the Shadow Realm. You're kind of stunned.
Non! God damn it!
Wait, I teleported to like the car for a second. That was weird. Alright, wait, this is actually such a good way to speedrun if you just like immediately trigger the ghost. I mean, it's also asking for trouble, but...
Yeah.
Or sometimes.
Didn't lock it in? I'm not sure.
Yeah. Oh, we didn't fight
Pourquoi
anymore.
j'ai de la misère?
So, another two. So, how am I doing in terms of experience? My expert status? I want to get
Oh.
ghoul, so I'm expert in ghoul. We got many extra systems on everything. We got small after like the best to grind. I don't think we really lost anything, so we should be fine. I love the stabbing animation. What was it?
Voilà.
Put that knife back. Another dog. Fuck my big friend. You really this is really funny, but it's very
Beaucoup
unique.
de...
It's not comparable to any other ghost in the game. Like,
Je vais avoir tellement... Je vais me faire tellement d'argent.
that you can get the ghost so fast if you want. It's also, I really like that. Like, it makes me just want
It was me. But that was me.
you can just speed run so hard if you want to. And then PvP mode is coming, which is gonna be interesting. And just look how much shit there is. Like you have to win against the ghost like 5 times, which isn't that many, but it just gives you something to grind for. And then if you get my outfit by the way. I don't know what this. Am I typing? Oh, I can type my own name.
Yeah, you can change it, yeah.
Interesting. And then you have all this extra stuff. You have like, well, and then every time you get an extra level, you unlock like a new skin, which is cool. Wait, some random person joined the lobby. Can you
No, I just changed it.
Oh, I've been there before. I've been there where random people go your lobby. It changes.
Oh, you already have my so I can drop it.
Okay. But yeah, every time you hit level 50, this is crazy. Every time you hit level 50,
Oh,
you
je
have
peux
to,
acheter des
you
coupons
get a
tenus.
roll, and there is 6 rolls, which is wild. So you can get like, you have to get like level 300 before you have all the rolls, which takes forever. I mean, it doesn't take
Par
forever.
contre, ça il coûte cher, mais je peux en acheter.
10 billion. But just for like most Ghost Hunter games, I do not play much. Like I enjoy them for a little bit, but I don't actually play them much. It's rare that I play Ghost games many times. I'm gonna leave this here. Oh, it's motion center. I don't know if you're.
Ah,
Yeah, we have minus degrees in motion.
Oh, we have Mighty Priest. Nice.
It's a
So General Revenant, easy peasy.
ah non,
Okay,
bien
so
non.
Shadow Realm
I'm not sure what the names
Stabbies,
are, I think
Burning Human Remains.
Si j'en achète, ça va être juste pour le...
Ouais.
Ça va être des coupons tenus de base race parce que Master Rank, ça on va genre farmer avec les
Ouais.
quêtes anomaliques.
Which is just going to be with the casting stuff, but we first need to figure it out. Does the other ghost get stuck on the... It avoids it, so we could lock it in somewhere. And then we need, for the Jinn, we need to stab it with a knife, so I'm going to grab that. I'm just going to print this down over here. Here we go!
Yeah, I think it's
it's a goal!
Wait,
What? Okay. Nice. Okay, wait a minute, that's the shotgun stuff, right? Wait, that's gonna mean I'll get extra on go after this mission, let's go.
Ok, t'as décidé de faire leurs
Oh,
Zeros.
it was just, was it a finger
Va chercher tes
I think it's
boosts.
just not close, but yeah.
Yeah. Okay, and then we have what now? We have shotgun silver ammo. Easy peasy, and then just a bunch of stuff. We get stuck in there. This used to be the ghost that destroyed me every single time, so I'm fine. I'm glad to finally bring the fight to them. I was getting wrecked by these.
Ouais, je vais prendre un peu plus
no, yeah,
d'attaque.
sorry, I was reloading.
Yeah, then it can be sort of bottom.
Because otherwise, what would happen? You would just be in there for a really long time.
Yeah, until the arm stops, yeah. Press stop.
Alright, one more shot, I think. Step in it. I'm gonna get
Nah,
right this up. Oh, hi there. When you look at the booty, look at that ghoul booty. Blasted. Easy peasy. Hacked in a ghoul. Yeah, I wouldn't mind it. Boom.
Little pop.
And I keep this as well. I think we have one too many EMF maybe even. Anyway, let's go. Let's show me the skin for the ghoul. I want to see. Ghoul expert achievement. Let's go. My third expert. What do we have? But then you get more things for the ghoul, by the way, which is so cool. Look, then you can learn everything about the ghoul. You can't turn on. Wait, why can't I hover over this? I don't know if that's a bug, but I can't hover over the bottom row of the.
You can just change the page to update it, like, once you...
Oh, I see. Oh, it was because I was just game expert, I see. And then customization, what do we get? We get a ghoul shotgun! Wait, I get a new shotgun? Wait, I want to see that. Keep up the good work. Thank you, my guy. Buying all the
You
chalk.
can pick it up in the car.
Yeah, I mean, we can stop it. That's my third. So now, let's see, we're just going to, I mean, Trumbo Streets are like super. And then if you, I just like the way this game makes you want to just complete everything. Like, I want to, just seeing this, like, you are an expert for Buru Shapeshifter and Ghoul, and like, for the longest time, they said you are an expert for nothing, it just makes you want to complete all of them. So you truly master the game. And then, grab this. I'm going camera, I guess I'll show up really. I don't think for the 11 cats one world domination, did it say that? That's an artifact, I didn't have that one.
Yeah,
John is Thatcher. Yeah, the sharing of everything. John is Thatcher again. It's very clever. So you don't have to like communicate for evidence. This game is very well made for people that like don't want to talk. Don't want to talk. What is happening? I just want to open this place. Oh, because there is this. There is. I think it's stepping on the motion sensor though, isn't it?
it wasn't me.
Oh, et Winnie qui se rapproche de moi, mais merci.
Which
Si
index
c'est
is
pas
like
poli.
my favorite evidence. Because it's so easy to get. We already have the name of John's. We need more. We could just, I mean, at this point, I mean, I guess you don't really know much. We need
I'm
to
not sure.
get more evidence.
Look like 5.
With EMF?
I'm not sure. It also had like the concept thingy.
Okay, so EMF or what? Just EMF?
It also had like a concept feature in the actual thing. Just that's not the tree. It's like more the best sound.
Oh, contact. Future reaction.
That's basically like the best sound. Like you got you.
Okay.
Paralysé, paralysé. Plus de paralysé porté.
Oh, you need sake for the double point?
Oh yeah, true. It's
Tu
probably
fais ça pour la
Oh, it's
sécurité.
attacking me.
Okay, okay, well, whoops, we need to get rest. I forgot about that. Yeah, I didn't get it, but yeah. Okay, that was me. Oh, boy. Wait, it's only for first. Oh, no. Oh, so when you open the wheel, it's not okay.
That's okay, I guess. There's
What was that?
I'm done.
Je fais ça pour la sécurité. Il fait un tout petit peu mal. Mais c'est rien, c'est normal. Dab, dab, dab. Let me leave! Let me leave!
I think you have started. It should work.
See, it's starting to hunt, you need to back off. It's starting to hunt, but you need to back off.
Peggy!
It keeps going for us, we should be. Over there with you. Oh, it's, well, this has to fall the there we go. There we go. Okay. I'm gonna try and take whatever you have, but that's okay. What is it? There's a need like
Peggy, mon ami!
right now?
Oh my god. J'arrive. Oh my god.
How am I doing in terms of Doma Boy? Almost. That's enough. We know there's so many fucking stuff in this right? We do.
Yeah, you guys make a fun
No!
You can also share it with other players.
Oh, well, let's try bitches. I thought about it 2 seconds, so.
J'arrive pas à faire mes counter comme toi. Pourquoi j'arrive pas à faire mes counters? Finally!
God, Jesus. God!
I thought it was you, that is, but I'm not sure.
You cannot beat me! Tu peux peut-être me battre.
Doesn't want to hear about our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ.
The bat.
Can you do this to me?
In the bag.
Oh.
Wait, why isn't it doing it? What the?
J'ai eu une upgrade de taille.
Ah. C'est vrai qu'il était
I
assez
think
gros.
Enemy of Age Retro Exorcist. I kind of want to play that game again. I wonder if the servers are still live or if the game like fully died or something. I'm not sure. The game, I don't know. Many people requested me play it when it came out. I only played it once. Psycho. And we played with Lavender too, right? We played with the whole gang, the whole squad. It was a weird experience. The game. Oh, it is motion sensor. I was looking at it.
Okay.
Okay. So it's just exact same situation. It's a double foil or poltergeist.
Okay, that's strange.
We're getting.
I guess it's a double one.
I guess it's
It's not a known bug if it's a bug.
Hello.
Maybe it's a... Devin?
We'll see. What is the dev's name? Andre and Dennis. We do knife and get drunk. Don't do this, kids. That's holy water. Don't get drunk off holy water.
C'est tout.
I'm drinking. Can you like faint by drinking so much? I'm like super drunk right now.
No, but we probably should add something like minus 50 HP once you drink it.
Oh really? That would be.
Yeah, like drinking stages and stuff.
Yeah.
For education purposes.
Okay. I know. God. Oh, there we go. Oh yes, double voice coming for you. I'm stabbing it right away. Let's go. Okay, nice. I wanted to get experience points for this one. Let's go. I'm grabbing them.
Just can you grab the other one? Or?
This is irresponsible drinking. Don't do this. Don't watch kids. This is an adult stream now. 2030. Yeah, I heard it's extremely hot in some places at the moment. It's like unbearably hot.
Only drinking for those something.
Yeah, exactly. Don't drink at night. Oh, let's go. Hey, I got double voice.
Okay.
Nice. Wait, let's go.
No problem.
Holy shit, I'm going sicko mode. I got 3 experts today. I'm expert in Google, double voice, shapeshifter, and Google. Look at that. What do we know about the double voice now?
Ça va.
We also
Okay.
can do that kind of reaction thing. I like that one because that's actually you can kind of use that information. Cool. Nice. Keep up the good work. Thank you. I will keep up the good work for sure. Boom. We're just speedrunning now. Trying to get as many extra levels as possible. Playing a team is definitely the way to go. Solo, it can feel really punishing sometimes.
Yeah, I've noticed it, like another one that takes a lot more time for the creature to run.
Oh,
That's the thing if I do that in this world.
Je suis de retour, Winnie.
But sometimes it's more fun to get lucky.
Terry de retour aussi.
Are you sure? We're quite... What's going on with laser?
Et Terry n'a pas resté.
Ça m'aurait surpris.
Okay, yeah. Okay, then we have like 2,000 mark. But we have like something for yeah, we do have
oh yeah, let's show up. Good. Wait, you can see the movie.
Voilà. Je parle pas beaucoup derrière les chaises parce que j'essaie de me concentrer.
Ah oui.
Mais c'est... Alors que en vrai, personnellement, j'ai pas besoin de me concentrer sur ces shots. C'est juste que j'ai l'habitude d'affronter des trucs qui peuvent me one-shot. Alors, genre, max boost, position de pierre, l'armure améliorée, donc PV au max, armure au max, position de pierre pour augmenter ma défense, et je peux quand même être one-shot.
Mais là, c'est quasiment toi qui les one-shot.
we did get more money. We will get money anyway, so we like run it and
Double flinch,
yeah, then
very neat.
well, we have a good light there. So it doesn't matter, we could also run it right now, and then we can check.
Viens ici. Billy.
Like my trauma for the last. It's really unfair. It's like out my window when I need it. It's just annoying to look at like.
T'as deux choix, soit tu le fais sur le mur, soit tu le fais sur les Uchi.
Ne bouge pas ici.
So now we can do.
Il était petit beau. Bam. Beyblade.
Yeah, the pentagon will work. We'll say so we are a bit left.
It's invisible.
Yeah, it's invisible. I have like one. Yeah, that's
Voilà.
yeah, that's
When you actually do your so cool. Okay, so it is a phantom. Nice. He's the bird giver. He's gold. Gold spot.
Cela, c'est
So motion
du
take a
miel.
motion.
Perks of the job.
C'est le miel qu'il mangeait. On le filme pendant qu'il mangeait du miel, donc il l'a lâché.
Oh.
Can you guys like grab that? I'm
Yeah,
trying to.
I changed it from EMF because EMF is
Oh, there. That works.
Voilà.
I'll grab all the stuff for. Salt, right?
we don't need salt, but
Oh, you don't need salt?
I'm not sure. We don't need
Oh,
salt.
no, we don't need.
Ça va faire beau chaton. Abonne-nous.
Yeah, that's big. That's the one. That's
Ah, merde.
But I'm pretty sure we hit
On
all
s'en
the
fout. Tu es maintenant un chat, Azurus.
They definitely look like a.
Oui, un chat.
Get murdered. That should be almost my Phantom expert status. I remember we've done quite a lot of them. Yes, that might actually be it. Expert in Phantom as well. We're getting expert in everything. Let's go. Did I? Achievements? Give it to me. I didn't get it. Oh, maybe it already applied it. Wait, we didn't fill it in? I filled it in. Wait, what?
I think it already did.
Wait, but it didn't get filled in, but I filled it in. It's transfer on my screen.
Yeah, you're right. I saw it. I'm checking.
Hey, maybe it's I'm not sure. Okay. Good. Let's go. From a street is just like
Une chienne.
Pareil.
I thought
Mon chat a volé une gemme. Hey, je suis bientôt en 250.
I never use this. It's so dusty. EMF. And I got a thermo.
but that's nice. Dennis also has this like as an app.
Par contre, moi, je dois m'absenter pendant 2
Dennis
petites
also has a
minutes.
thermal.
Yeah, me too, yeah.
Okay.
No, this ghost box
Okay.
which you can like build with the guitar
Bon.
and stuff, and I had the idea to do it.
Wait, what?
Ouais, non, c'est on
Yeah,
est
we
juste
draw
en train de
those,
faire des
but I don't do
défis.
those, so it's quite tricky.
Donc c'est pas comme si j'allais gagner des matériaux pour faire mon équipement.
I can't turn it on.
That's nice.
It's exactly the one from
De souhait, donc il me faut une montre de
So, yeah, you can...
de feu,
Look at my hand.
et d'argent, fouet
There are
d'argent,
quite some lost.
griffe d'almudron plus et médulaire nargaculia. Donc non, on n'est pas encore au niveau pour ça.
Just going into like a dark place. Like urban exploration alone is already cool.
Yeah.
Doesn't need to be like
I think I don't need those, but I can.
Et de loin,
I mean, just being in a dark, like a dark, abandoned.
il y a une
place
nargaculia.
is a scary experience on its own. And you just have to like immerse yourself like it's a movie.
Ah, ouais, un nargaculia est en rang 6. On est juste, et Alex c'est juste en 4.
Yeah, that's fine.
L'almudron il est... L'almudron il est où? Il est où? Il est où cet almudron?
Okay, we have the names Aaron Wood.
Aaron Wood, nice. Alright, cool.
Et il est rang 6. Rang 7.
Check for some fingerprints. Oh, I put it closer to us.
Did you open that door?
Yeah, but I don't see fingerprints.
Et
Is that also
merde.
a ability for ghosts? Opening doors or not?
No, it's not in the ability. No.
Oh, because otherwise you
Ability.
can't get fingerprints.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess you could have it for no fingerprints. But then if it doesn't need fingerprints, it's immediately not fingerprints, or is that just can't?
That depends on the power of the creature as well.
Yeah.
No, it's not very logical.
No, I mean, it's just different. Like in most, or some ghosts.
Ah, ok. Bon, bah tant pis.
Stuff to hit echo, we got to stream up. That's why I say it happens to the best. Oh god, oh god.
no.
I don't see a ghost. Oh, it's invisible. I'm looping it. I don't know if this is possible, but I'm not taking damage.
We didn't have any evidence so far, I guess.
It's not EMF, I can tell you that I'm holding it. Wait, it's actually working. I don't know why, but it's working. Oh, wait, I looped it. Let's go. Nice. Okay, so no EMF.
So it might be a shoujo or a phantom,
Yes.
according to the investigation.
Oh, I should have done
But probably it's not because of the motion detectors. Shoujo. Maybe it's
Oh, yeah.
phantom again?
Anthem? Yeah, it could be. Then we can get our second chance.
Il y a quelque chose que...
Ghostbox, that
Je
works?
voulais faire
Oh,
quelque
yeah,
chose.
powerful enough.
J'ai oublié
Phantom
quoi.
Assault will stop it. In Ghostbox, I would love to get Ghostbox. And then what do we have to do is just burn the human remains. I looped an invisible ghost. That was pretty impressive, I gotta say. Actually, can't have an indication of the soul. I just stop.
Are you male or female?
Where are you? Are you pizza? We need to check for ghost orb. Oh, we have Starbucks, nice. That's for most likely Phantom. I don't know if we're just getting the same 2 ghosts in a row. Down. Or if it's just random. If it's just random.
Yeah, it's random.
Oh, here's also ghost orb. Yeah. Wanna check? Are you pizza?
Who are you?
Are you French?
What are you doing here?
Are you penis?
Who are you?
Penis.
What are you doing here?
I didn't say duns. Are you pizza? Okay, so if you know where the ghost is actually super effective. That's cool. That's cool. Okay, so we have everything. We have
Huh?
Phantom is also cold spots. Nice. So let's actually select the properties of Phantom. I selected it, okay? Oh, we just got so lucky. That was actually crazy. Okay, so now we just need to. We already know the name, right? So it's just burning time. Is it gonna lock? Is it the hunt gonna still keep going? Like, it can't go in. Oh no. It
But the
can't.
hunt should stop.
We don't need to...
Yeah, yeah. I
Ouais.
know. It's Aaron Wood. That's the first time I had to.
Je sais pas quoi dire, mais... Pas comme si je pouvais montrer ce que je faisais après.
Aaron Wood. Okay, so.
Oop.
Nice, let's go. Okay, so if everything goes correct, we should have our next expert level. An expert in so many ghosts, huh? Let's go. Alrighty. See, hopefully it's gonna properly select the time. It is selected, so let's hope it does. Come on, give it to me. Give me the. There you go, Phantom Expert Achievement. Nice. I have gotten expert in everything. I am now expert in Buru Buru Domovoid Phantom Shapeshifter
Donc,
and
ouais.
5 different ghosts. I mean, there's so many more to go. Alright, let's do one final.
Je sais vraiment pas quoi dire.
It gives you a swing.
Yeah, it's like golden black.
We do customization. Oh, let's go. And the Domovoid didn't even enable it yet.
Yes,
I have
sir.
to drop this. Oh yeah, I see. It's like at the bottom of the platform. Nice, nice. The golden. Okay, where are we? We're going to. Let's go to. Can we go to? We'll go to Trumbo Street. That's the end of the Trumbo Street. That's my favorite map. Let's see. Oh, that was fast forward. We made a mistake. We can like. Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Well, let's hope it's not.
yeah, we can hope.
Hope it's not a burning ghost. That's fine. Otherwise, we could. Let's just quickly go back just in case it is, because otherwise we can't probably test the. No, downside. It was a Buru Buru, so that would have been bad.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm already expert in Buru Buru anyway. I don't care. I'll get expert in Buru.
I wish you
Now we
luck.
have.
Ah,
Really? Trumbo Street. No Trumbo Street. But there is Stratford Isle, which I don't know if you know. Crazy Lisa dead! Lisa!
But that's the why. That's
So beloved in the neighborhood and often said
but
to
that's
be
the one where
crazy.
you can try to shoot.
Wait, sorry, what?
So sorry, so sorry.
No, no, it's fine. What do you mean?
That's the one where you can try out the motion sensor where it keeps as strange.
Oh, yeah, nice, let's go. Lisa, so beloved in the neighborhood and often said to be crazy for owning 13 cats.
Yeah.
Well, alright, let's go.
Et t'es dans sa quête quand tu veux. Et oublie pas de te unmute.
And salt,
Oui.
as well as holy water.
Voilà.
Ah mais j'étais en mute, mais
think you can try to place
mon
it.
micro, il y a pas...
Oh,
Mon micro n'a pas. J'ai à dire,
So,
je
well,
vais
we know.
voir
As you
si
see,
je
you
peux faire
can
une
go to the
meilleure...
laser, but it won't detect your motion.
oh yeah, I see. Okay, that's the cutest I've ever heard. Water.
Yeah, it's basically to give a sound for
Yeah.
those.
Alright.
Thank you, kind.
Amy? Jim
Les
Fleming.
gens qui étaient en page,
It's not gonna be,
c'est
it's not gonna be Lisa's name. Isn't that the whole point? Wait, but it said crazy Lisa dead. Why is the name Jim? Excuse me.
Yeah, that's strange. But crazy, these are my still be dead.
Maybe Jim killed her.
Maybe
Plot
should be
tickets. Jim killed Lisa. What the hell, Jim? You monster? Yeah, I don't know where the last name is.
Bon, en
It's
attendant que
Jim.
tu checkes ça, j'ai utilisé mes amiibo pour essayer de,
How could you, Jim?
de faire des bonnes récompenses de tri.
Ouais.
The ghost troops? Oh no, that's what I was That's
J'ai checké par là, j'ai oublié de checker par l'armure.
Yeah, I'm also checking out. Yeah.
That's so bright. Oh boy, I can't see shit.
Excellent. Piece of
Yes,
cake.
you hold it like this.
Leave it to me.
No ghost orbs. We're getting like nothing. Could be one of those tricky ghosts.
Something new or an upgrade.
Oh, that was open.
Yeah.
Oh, you just smacked the light switch? Oh,
Yes,
I know what's on the light.
I guess I'm okay.
It wasn't me, I'm including one.
Yeah,
It might be the door.
You just smacked the light switch on the
Ok.
Thanks.
Are you guys doing this light switch?
No, no, no.
Oh, boy, it's a shapeshifter. I got it in the Peppermint. It looks like me, but I have a
You
suit
can
on.
try to hold it.
Yeah, it's special. This shapeshifter will not look like me.
Oh.
Yeah, but it would look like Samantha. So it still chose to look at you.
The cold spots goes for Spirit Box. Cold spots goes for Spirit Box. Wait, another Phantom, by the way? Phantom's back to.
Yeah,
Wait, no, it's
I'll-
shapeshift. Oops, I'm stupid. It's shapeshift. It is motion sensor fingerprint. Motion sensor fingerprint shapeshift. Which I think I'm also close to control it. But then we have to capture it and just like.
Ok, je n'ai rien eu d'intéressant.
Shapeshifter. Silver amp.
Ready?
J'ai mangé et on y va.
Donc, deux baggies. Il y en a un gros, un petit
It's
normalement.
more like a real ghost.
Ben, un plus gros, un
It's
plus
weird,
petit.
Isn't it weird? Why were you so universally accepted?
Oh,
And
regarde,
ghosts have names,
je
the
m'occupe
ghosts
du
have,
plus
like,
gros,
you
vu qu'il y a plus de
that feels weird.
PV.
That's kind of strange. Like it would be so. It makes more sense that a lot of ghosts share evidence, but you need to use like their behaviors to figure out what exactly what each ghost is. It actually makes so much sense. I mean, gameplay-wise, it's very obvious why every ghost would have unique evidence, but they have unique evidence.
I think the creature's trapped on the upstairs.
Oh, yeah, it's still
try.
Yeah.
Normalement, celui du milieu, c'est le plus gros.
Oh, good.
Pas forcément.
Well,
I hold it water.
oh, you hold it.
Ok.
Bon, il va vraiment falloir
As long as you
We're
didn't.
gonna get
les observer.
Try not to.
wait, I was already. Oh, shit. Yeah, I was already. Unless I wasn't. I'm too pro. Too pro 5U. I'm not gonna put any more salt. We're probably gonna get it anyway. Oh. Where's it? It's gonna come in here. Bye. Let's go. Handsome time. Ruby. Let's go. You did it. Throw your holy water everywhere. Oh, holy
Ok,
water,
quelque chose veut dire que celui qui
Easy, we did it. Complete it.
celui-là est le plus gros, mais je vais quand même aller voir celui en zone 11 avant.
Let me know when that's it's probably gonna take a while though, right? It's probably
Yeah,
gonna
we
be a
want to upload the update on Sunday. So.
Wait, what? PvP on that? Are you crazy?
Yeah, it's not like yeah.
Oh, I mean, I guess you're just you guys are
The
working
creature
wrong.
won't. Yeah, the creature won't have like too many options.
I know,
It's
I know.
looking
I
evidence.
mean, still, that's cool. Alright, well, we'll check that out. If you guys
Yeah,
want to play,
yeah, you're welcome. We will
Ouais,
do
ils
like
sont pas mal de même taille en fait.
that's worth the update.
Mais celui
Because
de
we
point
probably
11 est
make
plus
Sunday,
petit.
so- so-
Okay.
alright,
Yeah,
well,
we're on day 2.
well, great work on all the changes. I'll check that out for sure. I'll see you guys around. Have a great one.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye.
Alrighty.
It was an honor.
Oh, sorry, what's up?
Mais ouais, à part ça,
I don't know
c'est
what you said at the end. But anyway, that was Metaphysical.
Ça
Very
fait mal
nice.
la
I
même
really
taille.
enjoyed this game. I think they got something really unique going. This screen right here makes me so happy. I know it looks like a complete mess, but it makes me so happy. I love seeing like stuff that I can work on, like unlocking all the expert levels. It really gives me that like, oh, I want to do this. Like I want to grind out this game and get expert and everything. It's just cool. You can go over here in your room and it says like, I like how they like double down. Oh, I can't go. Right, it's like you're expert for this is the pinboard of Instant, expert for Buru Buru, Dome Avoid. Like it's cool. You can share it with other people. The ghosts are very unique and they have so many different. Like obviously I don't know them for a lot of them because I still need to exercise them. But like for there's so many different things the ghosts can do if you slowly learn every ability of them, which I think is also very unique. The skins are really cool as well, unlocking special skins based off of the expert level. So it's just all like made for completionists. Like it is for the completionist for like everything is also like with the menu and with like the shared evidence. It's also for completionist. So everything does
Okay.
So yeah, overall, just big talk.
On va découvrir du super saignant.
are good in single player with wolves. You got the medium to low medium creature, even if the creature is not hunted. Then when the creature's not hunted, it's really good. Oh shit. It plays more solve than strong, does not have any other ability. It takes the fear from teammates. Once creature does not get scared, something with it. It's not okay. The 104 shots in the shot is like 2. More HP has no, that's good as hell. That's good too. So the medium and the 100. Obviously, the rings is really good with more HP as well. With the emphasize shot and wolf and the doctor, if you're over 5 as well. So just, yeah, then you can start watching.
On va avoir un peu de soin.
Ok.
On va avoir plus de soin.
Ah.
Plus cette attaque dans ces gueules.
He tried something. He failed. He's not running away. Hey, les deux sont en train de fuir en même temps.
Allez. Allez, allez, allez. Ah, des champignons. Allez, allez, allez.
That's one.
Ah. Allez. Tu viens de lui péter la tête?
Ouais.
Ça t'a pris du temps?
Ouais.
Just you wait.
Oui, ça fait environ 5... Ça fait environ 10 secondes. Voilà.
If you were trapped in a giant maze that was filled with death traps, what would you do? One wrong move can get you brutally murdered, so I'm going to break down the mistakes made, what you should do, and how to beat the death prison in Cube 2021. This man is about to be traumatized. Ryuichi here wakes up on the ground and sees a stranger standing over him. Shocked, he backs away and takes a look around, realizing that he's stuck in a weird prison cell with several other people, and they're all wearing uniforms. He doesn't remember how he got here, and the other men Shinji reveals he doesn't either. To make matters worse, they don't have any of their personal belongings, so they can't call for help, but that makes Shinji curious. He asks if anyone has committed a crime, and they all insist they have, but the group is interrupted when this hatch opens up. A boot is thrown into the room before someone pulls it back on a string and steps out of the chute. The door behind him closes automatically, and the stranger ignores them, heading for the hatch at the opposite end of the room. Shinji stops and asks him where
Ah
they
oui,
are.
par contre, en effet, le tien était bien plus
The lights in the
petit.
rooms are flickering, and the stranger can hear something rumbling in the rooms above them. Climbing up the walls, he makes his way over to the ceiling and pulls open the hatch. Something drops to the floor, and the group realizes it's a man's body with a cube of meat extracted from his chest. It's terrifying, and as they're coming to terms with what they're seeing, another door opens up. This woman begins to make her way to the cell.
Maintenant que je suis vraiment à côté.
They have no idea that only one of them will escape this deadly prison. Entering their cell, the woman inspects the body, but Shinji panics. He can't handle the situation and opens one of the hatches, hoping to escape. At the last second, the stranger stops and climbs to the tunnel so he can toss a shoe into the other room. Just as it lands on the floor, a tube pops out of the wall and shoots out a stream of fire that incinerates the boot. The others realize that they could have died if they had walked into a different cell, and the man opens up another room, checking to see if it's safe for them to enter. Luckily, nothing gets triggered, and he warns the survivors to come with him, or else they're going to die. The prisoners stay behind, uncertain of what to do, and the woman tells him she's going to follow them, leaving the others to their fate. With no better options, the survivors decide to join and climb to the next room. As soon as the last person steps into the cell, the door closes shut behind them, and the woman asks what they are, introducing herself as Han. It's a strange question, but they go around the room and gain knowledge, and she then asks if they remember what happened before realizing this facility. Shinji hears things, so he's getting off the but as he was heading home, he blacked out. While Ryuichi hears that he's sleeping. There are no common factors that explain why this happened, and
Je comprends pas pourquoi t'es pas réussi à le tuer aussi rapidement que moi. Il était faible, ton temps.
Mais moi aussi j'étais faible.
It's clear that we have to escape before it's too late. Now these people might not be nervous, but this experiment has been going on for a lot longer than they probably knew. It just so happens that none of the people had run this experiment in North America, and only one person survived. But the reason is because he was a naturalist. It's important to bring this up because when someone goes through this much effort to build a multi-million-dollar death means, then it must be for a very specific reason. When scientists run experiments, they do so with the word here, and then run trials with different groups to prove that. If the first test was run with only Americans, and this test is being run with only Japanese, then it's clear they're trying to find out which country will is best at escaping this race. From this perspective, it's almost like this is the World Cup of death games, where the knockout round gets you and your countrymen skipped. One country
Ma caméra qui fait n'importe quoi.
It's a matter of national pride to be escapers from this, because we survive just possible. Now, in order to break out of this, we need a strategy to keep ourselves safe. So the smartest thing we can do is to gather enough information to figure out which rooms are trapped in. This guy had a brilliant idea by using his shoes to test the rooms, and it's proven that a trap will only be triggered by pressure-sensitive floors and walls. The problem is that with 5 other players and 1 shoe burnt to a crisp, there's only 11 total shoes available, and the more we use them, then eventually we'll run out of ways to test the traps. We don't know how big this place is yet, so with this in mind, we need to be saving every valuable resource we can get our hands on, and that's why if I were in this situation, I would have taken this cube of human meat into the next room with us. It might seem disgusting, but desperate times call for desperate methods, and instead of taking the risk of wasting our meat, I would keep throwing the meat cube into the next room until it's no longer possible to retrieve. I would also suggest that we test the trapped room twice. It might seem counterintuitive because we don't want to waste resources, but this could give us extremely useful information because it's possible that we can only be trained once. If it works, then it might be something and this gives us an opportunity to travel more safely back to the
Bravo, j'ai rien eu.
Dropping a shoe to check if it's safe, he discovers it hasn't activated any traps and leads the way to a green room. The group follows after him, but as Yuichi here enters the cell, one of his buns falls off. Picking it up, he realizes they can use it to mark where they've come from and leaves a scratch into a metal plate. The survivors continue making their way to the facility, passing through several different rooms. So when Ida here throws a shoe into this room, spikes suddenly pop out. With his boot destroyed, he asks Yuichi for another pair, and the man agrees to hand them over, but points out that they'll eventually run out of shoes. Ida here knows he's right and argues the only other option is to jump into the room, hoping they don't get killed. For now, they're stuck using this technique, and as the man doubles back the other way, Yuichi notices something strange. There's a sequence of numbers in the middle of the doorway and only the bar, but he has no idea what they mean. Returning back to the previous room, the group discovers some of the hatches are locked, and Ida here manages to open this door. He heads inside and makes sure it's safe for them to enter the next room, but as Yuichi here is crawling through, he notices there's a different sequence of numbers on the tunnel floor. There must be a reason why, and he tells the rest of the group that he saw a similar set of numbers as he was coming back from the other room. With this, Kichiharu discovers there are different sequences for the sides as well. Yuichi suspects he'll find similar numbers in the next hatch room, and he realizes the others are standing back, thinking they might be walking into a trap. Reluctantly, he opens up the hatch and pulls it out, but nothing happens. Nervous, he decides to take a look and peers through the opening, but is surprised to find an old man sitting all by himself. The group enters the room, and he introduces himself as Ando, thinking they're here to rescue him. This survivor makes it clear they also woke up in this strange place, with no idea how they got here. It's upsetting news, and the group continues looking for a way out, hoping they'll reach an exit. Ide manages to get the sim hatch open, and works together with Yuichi to clear a rope out of their clothes, which they lower down the chute, pulling the others up through the hatch. The survivors continue through the facility, where they've already gone through 8 different rooms with no end in sight. The kid decides to peek through the hatch they came from, when suddenly an alarm goes off. The old man quickly pulls away from the entrance before the panel closes shut, but as soon as Shiharu realizes he's being touched, the kid freaks out. It's strange behavior, but with that tunnel closed, they decide to continue through the facility. Yuichi here tosses the shoe into the other room, but nothing happens. Thinking it's safe, he tells the others they can enter it, but Ida here demands to know why he came back if it isn't dangerous. The man doesn't have a good reason, but his teammate Shinji comes to his rescue and volunteers to go first. Okay, this is suspicious. The players have been able to move through the cubes, and so far their strategy has been working. Cooperating with each other is our best chance of surviving, but as soon as we discover that one person is working against the group, we have to be suspicious. It's possible the man knows something that he doesn't want to share with the rest of us, and there's a chance
Okay,
before we realize what's happening.
grignoter un peu. C'est un acte de somme.
This takes power away from players who are acting selfishly.
En fait, même le somme est un monstre qui est très simple à counter.
Because there's something nobody has considered. If we look at the measurements of this room, we can make an educated guess the height from the floor to the tunnel is about 1.75 meters. We can also see that his shoe has 8 eyelets, meaning each of his shoelaces will be about 137 centimeters long. Tying 2 of them together would give you roughly 2.5 meters, but we can clearly see that this rope is much longer. He has it draped around his neck with plenty of slack, and has been able to throw the shoe all the way to the center of the cube. This is clearly much longer than 2.5 meters, and it likely means that he has more than 2 shoelaces tied together. The reason this is terrifying is because he was already using this method when we first met him, so there's a strong chance he sabotaged other players and has stolen their laces. He's cold-blooded, and we need to be careful because our lives are just resources to him. With this in mind, I would point out to the group that we don't know anything about each other and make sure each of us is questioned so we have a better understanding of who we're dealing with. It's important to point out that any death game designer would want to secretly place a cold-blooded killer among the players to keep the game interesting. For this reason, we have to find ways to work together so that we're protected against any traitors.
Allez.
We also have to take the safest approach to escape.
Après de regarder ton équipement,
And since
c'est
we form
ça?
the cube with a hatch on every side, it's logical to assume the shape of the structure is also
Ok.
This is exactly why going off is a terrible idea. If you're trying to escape, then climbing to the top of a very large building would leave us stranded. Even if we were able to reach the outside, we would be 100 meters in the sky with no way to get back down. That's why for me, I would insist that we should be traveling down horizontally towards the bottom corner of the maze, since the lava would likely will find an exit door on the ground level. To avoid the traps, I would swing the shoe against the ceiling to see if anything gets triggered, and if nothing happens, then we can climb the rail system here, moving across to the side door without stepping on any of the pressure sensors. Then, once we enter the next room, we can take the floor hatch into the prison cell below us, so that we can keep moving horizontally through the maze. If we keep doing this, we can make our way towards the most likely exit while cutting the risk of dying in half. We can protect the floor in every other room. The group find their way through the hatch, but the kid stops in the middle of the tunnel to examine the secret numbers. There's something about this that has caught his attention, and soon they'll discover the kid is smarter than he looks. They enter the next room, but suddenly lights go out, and the group panics as they hear machines activate. They realize there's something about the
Allez.
and they see a series of rotating blades start spinning dangerously fast. To make matters worse, they're headed straight towards the prisoners, and the man tells the others to see if they can open the doors. All the side entrances are locked, and with time running out, he warns the survivors to get down on the ground. Terrified, Yuichi stares at the fan blade moving closer to his head, and he drops to the floor before they can decapitate him.
Après ça, il va te rester une quête et après ça, on passe au rang 5, c'est ça?
The survivors quickly escape through the hole, nearly avoiding getting shredded to
Good.
pieces. In the next room, Ina confronts the man furiously, he almost got them all killed, but Ando intervenes, telling him to calm down. Letting go of the survivor, he walks over to a hatch to open it, as the old man criticizes him for acting so childishly. It's clear
Le
everyone's
reste, on le fera hors stream. Là, on veut vraiment te avancer le plus vite possible.
And the survivor tells him it was 179-762-554. Thinking it over, Shiharu here comes up with an idea and tries to rip a button off his jacket, but when he can't, the man offers his own. The kid takes it from him and starts to scratch something on the floor of the room. Curious, Yuichi looks at what he's doing and notices the boy is waiting for him.
Je vais te laisser de booster, mais je dis de première pas que le truc il va être toujours en vie après. Mais il fait quand même des bons dégâts. Il est facile à counter quand t'as un counter.
With the theory proving correct, the group continues onwards and manages to make it through several rooms without getting hurt, checking for any prime numbers in the hatch. Okay, this is a major breakthrough. The group finally has a strategy to understand which rooms are deadly and which rooms are safe. Without this, they would have been completely screwed, because up to this point, their only method was throwing a shoe to see if it triggered anything, and it backfired on them hard. This room here literally waited for everyone to climb inside, and locked every other door before setting down spinning blades to kill as many players as it could. Now, having said that, they figured this out way too late. The group has already traveled through at least 8 different rooms so far, and that means they've been ignoring these numbers when it's information that we clearly should be trying to take advantage of. What makes it even worse is that since there's a sequence of numbers on each side of the door, every room there gives them access to 12 different number sequences that they should have taken the time to study. That's a lot of information to be ignored, and if it were me, I would have made everyone stay put until we figure out what these numbers are. The truth is, the more information we gather, the more likely we'll see a pattern, and we have several chances to test our theories without risking our lives. The biggest thing that this group is overlooking at the moment is that they don't need as many numbers just to figure out one of them is a prime. Their solution is ignoring 66% of the information being given to them, and it means there's more to this than they realize. With this in mind, I wouldn't continue until we had a theory that used every digit of the sequence, whether that means we're multiplying them together, dividing them, or adding each digit individually. If we look at it
Déjà
from
pété le bec.
eventually you'll find an answer that's more critical than others. Now, the way this place is designed is that we must navigate our way to reach an exit. Therefore, it's logical to assume that these numbers aren't just telling us where the danger is, but also where we are inside the structure and which direction we should go to reach the exit. With that said, I would be looking for a calculation that should
j'ai raté ce counter.
specific direction through the maze. For example, if we
Parmi
add
counter que je rate.
we would be able to discover that the total sum is decreasing in value based on the direction we're traveling. This would be a indication that the numbers
et
are
j'ai plus de charge.
These people are failing to recognize this with the information they have available to them, and it's going to land them in a lot of trouble. The group arrives in a white room, but there's a problem. All the hatches around them have prime numbers, meaning they've all been booby trapped, and the woman suggests they go back the way they came. Shinji reluctantly agrees and attempts to unlock the door, but it won't open, no matter how hard he tries. The old man insists that Yuichi check the numbers again, hoping he got them wrong, but it's bad news. The sequence for this hatch has a prime number in it, meaning no path is safe, and the old man yells in frustration. Suddenly, these razor-thin saw blades pop out and rush straight at the survivor, stopping an inch from his face. Terrified, he backs away as Ida here comes up with a clever idea and starts to yell into the room. The razor-sharp blades come flying out the hatch again, and that makes him realize the trap is activated by loud noises. It doesn't seem to activate if they shake the hatch door in the sun, and the man tells the others that if they manage to fly, they can survive the room. With no better option, Yuichi here sneaks into the cell and quietly makes his way over to the nearby hatch. After making sure it's open, the others climb out and follow him to the new room, but this plan has one fatal flaw.
Je pense que tu peux revenir.
The person in front of them stops moving, waiting for the others to continue on, and Ando knows it's too late.
Bah, j'ai déjà pété 3 parties du corps.
But it hits the ground, triggering the trap. The blades shoot out and head straight for the old man, but Ide manages to save his life, dragging him through the hatch at the last second. Checking on him, he discovers the old man got caught by a blade, and the guy freaks out. He confronts Shinji, making it clear the young man's stupidity almost got him killed, and will only be a burden to the group. In another part of the room, Yuichi notices the drawing the kid made of the cube. Examining it, he realizes the kid figured out that the dimension of each cell is 4.5 meters cubed. Factoring this in, the kid theorized that there could be as many as 27 rooms in each coordinate of the structure. That could mean that there are nearly 20,000 rooms in total. And shocked, the old man asks if they have a chance to find the exit, but makes it clear he doesn't want anything to do with Shinji. His comment is only making things worse for the entire group, and soon he's going to regret it. Suddenly, the lights turn red and gas is pumped into the room. The survivors immediately run for their lives and manage to escape into another cell, but as they're recovering, the kid points out there weren't any prime numbers from the previous room. Something must have happened that activated the gas, and the old man asks Yuichi if there's anything that can help him escape. But when Shinji opens up a hatch to check the numbers, he discovers something shocking. Gathered in the next room, the group finds a dead man with a cube of flesh ripped out of his body. It's the same prisoner that dropped from the ceiling when they first met each other, and Shinji realizes they somehow circled back to the starting point. Okay, this is brutal. These players have gone through all these rooms risking their lives, only to discover that they ended up right back where they started. What makes it even more horrifying is that according to the kid's calculations, there might be as many as 19,683 rooms ago, so the odds of them ending up in the same place is extremely high. In almost every case, the players are chosen to spread off the net, and their occasionally working down, so there's no obvious reason why they were trapped. Now, as devastating as this might be, the truth is that if these players they should have realized their choices in the first room, they fell in love with. Oh, it should have alerted their attention, because the vibrations moved from one side to another.
J'ai été à counter quand je suis pas au sol.
And the levels might be shifting like a leaf speed never touched the maze. This can mean that the number sequence might start working as a because the leaf speed is surrounding the
Ale poczekaj, zostawię tam
J'ai plus de charge.
This strategy is going to work even if you're shifting at a leaf speed, as long as you stay on the same level, and since you never have gravity flipping as an form. It's safe to say that the cube will only move the rooms around us, but never the room that we're in. Now with that said, the problem with the Rubik's Cube theory is that the structure would need to have a core so that each level can rotate around it. That means there will be gears of mechanism somewhere, but what's strange is that we haven't seen anything like that. These cubes are 4.5 meters wide, and there's only about half a meter in length on either side of the tunnel. This is not nearly enough space to support rotating a structure this large, so we have to assume that if it is moving, then the smartest thing we can do is ignore the number system and keep moving straight until we reach the edge. Shinji panics, believing that they'll be trapped there, but Ina interrupts him, insisting they continue on. The old man refuses to join him, so he makes it clear he'll continue to the facility alone, begging him to stop. Yuichi points out that it doesn't make sense to have circled back to this room.
Oh. Je vais devoir m'absenter 2 petites minutes encore, j'ai mal au ventre.
Ah, ok.
Pardon.
I'm back.
Voilà. Voilà. La seule partie du corps que je l'ai pas cassé, c'est la queue. Ah. Tac, tac. Ah, et... Sérieusement. Come on. Allez, il y a un kitinator juste pour toi ici. Voilà. Et maintenant, même le queue est brisé. Voilà. Ok, et ça va se... Je vais rester éloigné. Comme ça, il va aller se coucher. Je vais mettre 2 grosses bombes et je vais aller faire un counter pour le réveiller. Je suis désolé que vous puissiez pas voir ça. Voilà. Et c'est terminé!
Yay, materials!
Voilà. Encore une fois, désolé que vous puissiez pas voir cette fin. Voilà. J'ai gagné 10 points. 10 points de Kamura. Oh, des soldes.
Pardon. Mais grâce à ça,
De quoi?
ma manette a été déconnectée encore.
The group agrees, remembering that they had descended through the bottom hatches of several rooms, so they physically couldn't have returned to their starting point. Suddenly, the lights start flickering, and the group can hear a strange mechanical noise. Taking it over, Yuichi figures that the room changed positions for them to enter it, and his teammate realizes they still have a chance to find the exit. The others agree, and with that decided, they begin making their way to the next cell. Climbing out of the hatch, Ine lifts the survivor up, and the two men take off their jackets to create a makeshift rope. They lower it down to the room below so they can grab a hold of it and feel them up. But as Yuichi reaches out to take his hand, he suddenly freezes. The man remembers a traumatic memory from his past, but can't snap out of his trance.
J'ai fini avec un réveil au counter et aux bombes.
Later, after everyone has gathered in the new room, the kid gets into the hatch to check if it's safe, and discovers it has a prime number, meaning there's a booby trap on the other side. Suddenly, the cell door starts shaking, and the boy falls through the tunnel, activating the trap. A pair of lasers power up and scan him, but just before the kid gets shot, Yuichi pushes him out of the way. The man is horrified that he could have died and stares at the trap and shot before Chieru shoves him to safety, but the laser gun won't stop hunting them down. They're about to be blasted, but at the last second, their teammate Ide manages to pull them up to their feet and helps the survivors through the hatch. He heads over to join them, reaching out to take Yuichi's hand, but it's too late. The laser shoots straight through his body, and the man falls to the ground dead, making that one victim down with 5 more to go. Shinji pulls the survivor away as the hatch closes, and the group mourns the death of their teammate. It's their first friend they've lost in the maze, but that's when Yuichi makes a discovery. Writing out the secrets of numbers, he discovers that they can be converted into Cartesian coordinates by adding the digits together with each set of numbers representing 3 different axes. Since
Allez, une dernière quête, après ça c'est la quête urgente. Rang 5. 5 quêtes. Quête urgente. Qui sera sûrement affronter la quête urgente sera sûrement la quête de l'ébouchi. Rang 6. Non, ça va être pour non, ça va être la quête rang 6, rang 7 qui va être ébouchi. Oh well.
What's interesting is the Japanese are one of the world leaders in math comprehension, and with the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development did a study to rank countries around the world. Japan was tied for 4th, while America was tied for 28th place. With this in mind, it makes a lot of sense that in the first cube experiment, the creators had to give the American team a literal math savant just to make sure they had something to help them add up the numbers. When you factor in everything that this deathbase is requiring its players to figure out, it's clear they're trying to find people who are better at thinking than everyone else. This is actually a scary realization, because if most of the players here haven't been contributing to solving the puzzle, then the creator might choose to eliminate them anyways. We have to keep in mind that we are lab rats in a massive experiment, and even if we find an exit, there's nothing that suggests all of us are allowed to survive. That's why if they were me, I would be making sure to use every opportunity I could to stand out from the rest of the group and appeal to the game designer's interests. It just so happens that the space room would be a great way to do that, because there was a much better way to respond to the situation. As soon as the kid fell inside, the room scanned him before shooting its laser. But this is a huge advantage, because the fact that it needs to scan you means it can't track your movements accurately without it. The smartest thing to do here is to take advantage, and as soon as we see the room, scan the kid again. We should run to the other side of the room, knowing that we have several seconds while trying to the target. Then the kid can jump out right before the scan is complete, forcing him to look for another target. If we keep doing this, we'll be able to get everyone through and show the death-based players that we're worthy candidates that should be eliminated. Ryuichi believes they will end up discovering the exit. They continue to defeat, and opens the to check the numbers. Based on the values in the tunnel, the man calculates that they are 3 rooms away from reaching the edge of the facility, and the group begins to enter the hatch. Ryuichi makes it clear he's exhausted. He can't take this anymore, and soon he'll be the biggest threat to the group. Entering the next room, Ryuichi notices the old man reaches down and catches him between the walls. Ando reassures him he's okay, but then asks him if he thinks it's some sort of punishment for his sins. It's really remembered for Ryuichi to see his younger brother in the bathroom with bruises all over his body, and he starts to hyperventilate. The old man gets the snap out of his trance, but suddenly metal bars emerge from the floor and separate the room in half. There's no way to break them, and it's too tight for them to squeeze them. Ando's forced to open up the hatch to keep them going, and tells the man this is where they will part ways. Their teammate Shinji reassures the others he'll help them, and checks on the gun. He opens the hatch and follows after the older prisoner as he leaves the survivors behind. Later, the group continues onwards, hoping to find the edge of the building, and the woman walks away, never mentioning that she found a hatch with the number 999. They arrive at a safe cell with flashing blue lights, but as they stand there, something strange happens. Ryuichi scanned with a maze, and one of the walls turns into a screen, projecting the memory of the day his brother died. It was the most traumatic moment in the man's life. He breaks down tears, feeling guilty for letting him die. Suddenly, the wall turns back to normal and he's quickly recovers, heading over to the hatch as the others silently judge him. In another room, the old man opens up his hatch and peeks inside, making sure there are no traps. The teammate Shinji speaks up, insisting that it's impossible for them to escape this place. It's clear to the both of them but they're interrupted by a strange sound. The old man tries to figure out where it's coming from and takes a look at the hole. When his head is pushed down until the hatch is open, Shinji has finally had enough and slams the door to the old man's head, brutally killing him. That makes 2 victims down with 4 more to go. Meanwhile, Yuichi is scratching the floor in frustration when the kid confronts him and demands to know why he gave up on his brother. The man had plenty of time to rescue him, but didn't. He complains how unfair others and accuses Yuichi of being a coward. The kid then opens up the floor hatch and steps into the hole, falling down the chute. Acting quickly, the survivor rushes for the kid and reaches out to grab his arm, catching him at the last second. Okay, this is crazy. Yuichi just saved the kid's life, and after everything they've been, the group is starting to trust him. The problem is that this is coming up one time. Shinji here is finally revealing his true colors, and if he's starting to murder players, the others are going to be easy targets to take advantage of. Now what's interesting is that the game has finally started giving them more information that helps us figure out why we're here in the first place. And it all comes down to this room. For some reason, the wall turned to a projector and showed everyone the day that Yuichi's brother got killed. It's heartbreaking, but what makes this so suspicious is that everything is filmed from a third-person perspective. If this death maze somehow had the technology to hijack his memories, it would be from a first-person perspective. But instead, we're watching the scene play out like it was a movie. It's literally impossible to see a real-life event play out like this if nobody else was there. And with this in mind, we have to assume that this isn't human technology. This gives us a better way to understand what's happening, because if we assume these are aliens trying to study us in their lab, then it explains why nobody remembers how they got here. We've been literally abducted by extraterrestrials, and as horrifying as it sounds, it gives us some clear strategy that we can use to our advantage. Since they're choosing to show us projections of our most painful memories, it's a good indication that they're just as interested in our social interactions as they are in finding out if we can escape their maze. The designers have chosen to run experiments with several players at a time instead of single test subjects, and it means they'd likely want to find out how it influences their behavior and decision making. Taking all these factors into consideration, the smartest thing we can do at this point in the game is to begin taking a cold-blooded approach to our survival. As humans, we would be fascinated if we put mice in a miniature death maze, and as soon as they figured out how to escape, one of the mice killed the rest of the test subjects in the group. We would have really seen this mouse smarter and more dominant, and therefore deserve to be attacked and studied. As difficult as it would be, I'd be looking for opportunities to sabotage the other players' chances of survival, to make sure we give these aliens every single one is interesting and keep us around. Yuichi pulls Chiharu back up, relieved that he saved his life, and the kid cries in his arms, happy that there's at least one adult he can trust. With the situation over, the woman opens up a hatch to reveal there's no room on the other side. It's nothing like they've ever seen before, and when they take a look inside, the survivors realize they've reached the edge of the cube. There's a massive opening past the cell, and the structure itself is huge. Deciding to check how high they are, Yuichi drops one of their shoes out the window and hears it land 3 seconds later. He does the calculations, figuring they're currently 53 meters above ground, and it's too high for them to climb down. He hands over his bud to the kid as a gift, thanking him for helping them get this far, and as they look around for a way out, Shiru spots something in the distance. Suddenly, they hear a loud noise and see a room slide down the structure, moving past an open hole in the wall. It might be the exit, and the boy asks him what the coordinates are to get there. He explains that it must be the 27th room, so it should have the number 999 in its sequence. Overhearing them, the woman reveals she saw it appear in an earlier room on the y-axis. The coordinates of that specific room are right in front of the hole, and if the survivors make it back, they might be able to escape. With that plan in mind, the group heads for the destination when suddenly a hatch opens up, and a person peers into the room. It's their teammate Shinji, and he greets Yuichi, happy to see that he's alive, but the man asks him what happened to Ando. The friend lies and tells him that the old man died from a trap. Shocked, Yuichi drops to the ground in despair, but the kid notices that the survivor is grinning to himself. It's creepy, but they continue through the cube, telling Shinji other plan to reach the exit, and after checking the secret numbers in the hatch, he happily reassures them it's safe. He urges the group to make their way through, but as the boys climb up the ladder, he asks the man what actually happened to Ando. The teammate insists the old man died from a trap, but he doesn't believe it. Inside the next room, the boy approaches Yuichi and whispers to him that Shinji is alive. Suddenly, the woman interrupts them, telling the group she's found room 999 and goes to check it out, leaving the others behind. Distracted, Shinji looks around, never hearing the kid in the dark.
T'es pas influencer, toi.
The trap hasn't activated yet. Hearing this, the others run for their lives and head to the hatch, knowing for certain he's a traitor. Oh, this was a stupid idea. The kid already suspected that Shinji was a liar, but it was a big mistake to tell someone right in front of the man he was accusing. He was lucky that Shinji was too distracted to hear himself, but if we suspected he'd already betrayed someone, we should expect he'll betray us too. The only way we can keep ourselves safe is to double cross him first, so we can focus on escaping the maze without looking over our shoulder. If it were me, before it's too late, I would run for this hatch and get into the next room, holding the door shut. We can easily generate more force than a man crouched inside of a tunnel, and it gives him no choice but to face the traps alone. The others will be surprised by our cold-blooded tactics, but afterwards, we can explain that Shinji murdered the old man, since they both clearly hated each other, and keeping him alive is putting us all in danger. Now what's even scarier is that the players have learned that this maze is a massive block of interconnected rooms with a single cube that moves along the edge. Considering the scale of this place, with 27 cubes in every direction that are each 4.5 meters and another half meter adequately connecting tunnels on both sides, this place should be roughly 150 meters tall. For reference, that's almost half the height of the Eiffel Tower, and since it's inside an even bigger exterior, there's no way this mysterious structure wouldn't fall under heavy scrutiny around the world. It's clear evidence that this is a laboratory run by aliens, and we should definitely consider other ways to escape. From this angle, there's no guarantee we reach the room that they cross the exit, so with this in mind, I consider using this moving cube to our advantage. Since the space between the exit and the structure is probably 5.5 meters, it's highly unlikely they'd be able to jump again. That leaves us with only one other option, which is to wait for the cube to pass by our room and then jump on it as it moves up towards us before climbing inside the hatch. Then, as soon as it starts heading past the exit, we can climb out and try to make the jump. It's risky, but if we can't make it to the prison cell directly across the exit, then this might be our best shot at escaping the maze. Shinji chases after them and grabs a hold of the man, brutally throwing him to the ground. As he's dead, Yuichi asks the survivor why he killed the old man, and Shinji reveals he was tired of being mocked, having been constantly mistreated his entire life. Everything about his miserable existence has made him furious with the world, and now he's going to get his revenge. Walking over to the man, Shinji stomps in his gut and squeezes the air out of him, but then the kid rushes at the traitor. He tries to push the man off, but Chiharu isn't strong enough and gets viciously thrown into a wall. The boy can barely catch himself and confronts him, but before he can murder the kid, he stops at the last second, but deciding to retort, the traitor takes the opportunity to finish him off and starts to surrender the prison. There's nobody to him, but suddenly the kid cheers him on, insisting that he can't give up.
T'arrives, tu peux direct le chevaucher. C'est pas pratique, ça?
And spikes emerge from his flesh, turning him into the most horrific Christmas ornament in the world. It's terrifying.
Oui. Nice.
Acting quickly, the survivors head for the hatch, and the kid manages to find the but Yuichi is stuck on the
Good.
There's no way he can leave, and they're forced to leave behind, taking out 3 victims down with 3 minutes to go. The kid breaks down in tears, heartbroken that his friend is going to die as the room moves to the city. It's not even the hole. They open the hatch, and the survivors take up outside,
Whoop.
Spit it out! Spit it out!
Get you.
Bad penny.
Die, 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 die. J'ai cru que j'avais une plaque à un moment donné, mais non. La nacre brillante est un objet qui donne juste des points.
Oh oh. Le faux espoir.
Yeah. J'ai vu ça symbole d'une gemme pendant une seconde. C'est pas du tout ce que je voulais faire.
Oh, bleu.
Already?
Skeletal blueberry.
Ok. Allez. Wow, wow, oh, attends, il s'endort, il s'endort, il s'endort. Voilà, c'est à ça que ça ressemble
Yep.
un réveil au counter.
T'as même pas réveillé le monstre qui était à côté.
Non, c'est... Hey, tu peux pas dire que c'était pas propre.
Ouais. Nice.
If bringing these parasites and ruined your friends' kids to their deaths and didn't replace them to pick off the rest of your family, what would you do? You might think a relaxing weekend in an overpriced Airbnb in the woods is more likely to end in home invasion
Genre,
or a
non
sacrifice
seulement
to the
je l'ai vécu avec un réveil au counter, mais en plus, j'ai même pas touché, j'ai même pas frôlé l'activation qui dormait à côté. Ça, c'est pas clean.
La propreté.
Thomas is off in the corner being salty. Apparently, married parents are having issues, but no one's ready to talk about it. Instead, we just let their oblivious kids run wild and act like total downers.
Where's makeup service?
Oh, bottle's better.
It doesn't take long while on a hike through someone's unkept backyard masquerading as a forest for the kids to wander off deep inside Carcosa. The macabre ritual sites that drove rusting cold back crazy. The king's
Ah, j'ai une gemme.
This little demon kicks a dead bird and doses everyone with a long long dormant strain of avian flu before Margaret here draws their attention to the pit of despair. All children come equipped from the manufacturer with a self-destruct switch, which is immediately triggered by this boundless void. They start talking gibberish about the place that shines, pointing to the void in unison and erupting with blood. Weird, but kids say dumb shit all the time. And the blood, that could be explained by all the decaying bird giblet dust they rocket stomped into their own lungs. The hep spawn breeders are so desensitized to these demonic omens, it doesn't even faze them until the call of the void gets a little too strong for Spencer and Ben pulls him back from the brink like reverse Leonidas. Turns out Uncle Ben is actually pretty great with kids when he's not rupturing their diaphragms, but we'll get back to that later. He buys them toys, actually likes hanging out with them, and enjoys enabling their nation's obsession with expensive fantasy roleplay card games. Ellie and Thomas trust him and Margaret enough to let them babysit the kids all night while they go make a third mistake. Unfortunately, it isn't long before Spencer's inner cat comes out, and both kids start talking about returning to the place that shines. Now, it's a little early to assume they're possessed, so there's not much to do here unless you're a chloroform first type of parent. No judgment.
Donc là, normalement, c'est à 14 jambes.
The next morning, Margaret and Ben wake up to find the kids
Ah,
doing the obvious.
c'est maintenant là, j'ai arrêté de...
Trying to play a game of hungover Sherlock Holmes and track the kids down themselves. I get it. Kids are the problem you gave yourselves. But guess what? Anybody who's been around Hellspawn for longer than 4 seconds knows they're not firing on all cylinders. Parents especially know this. At least if you wake them up immediately to help with the search, they can't blame you later for wasting time if something actually is wrong. Clearly, these adults can't manage the kids, but maybe they can manage their money better using today's sponsor, Rocket Money. Yes, nerds, money management. It's important. You don't want to be the average American losing $250 per year on late payments and overdraft fees, or be part of the 63% of Americans who live paycheck to paycheck. Use Rocket Money to get your financial health in order. It's an all-in-one finance app that helps you save more and spend less. Once you create an account and link your bank account, you'll be able to use the cool features that will get you saving. If you're like me, I have tons of subscriptions that I don't use, and the companies keep charging every month. With Rocket Money, you can easily cancel unwanted subscriptions. The app identifies recurring charges and cancels unwanted subscriptions with just a tap. Get your spending under control with Rocket Money by setting budgets that automatically monitor your spending by category. Build notifications when you're going over your budget, and you can visualize your spending. The bill negotiation is also cool. Upload your bills, and Rocket Money scans them to find savings. Many times they can negotiate on your behalf for a better rate. Any overdraft fees, the app will walk you through steps to get you a refund. You can even
J'aimerais réaliser quelque chose.
Rocket Money will find you the best rate.
Oh merde, j'aimerais réaliser quelque chose.
Head to rocketmoney.com/nerdexplains or click a link in
Tu
the
te souviens de la quête qui était événementielle de Zura? Ok, il y avait un Rajang géant qui était quasiment H24 Chirac. Pas Azura, c'était... Non, c'était... Akuma. Ce Rajang est tout le temps time max. Genre vraiment le max... Le time maximum qu'il peut avoir. Qu'un Rajang peut avoir dans le monde... Dans le jeu. Donc, et sachant que t'as des trophées pour avoir toutes les couronnes dorées, donc petites et grosses, je pense que c'est la meilleure façon d'avoir un Rajang de taille max. Ah, la première cinématique devient un monstre parce que t'es passé en high rank. Parce que toutes les autres sont coincées en low rank.
Parker Crane was born on May 19, 1920 in Hollister, California, as the son of Michelle Crane and his father, whose name is unknown. The father was the one who spoke him Parker, a boy, which his mother resented for some reason. If you can't tell, Michelle was completely psychotic and abusive as a mother. By the time that Parker was 7 years old, his father was seemingly no longer a picture as father was then. I'm guessing Michelle either took his life or her absolute lunacy scared him away, leaving young Parker alone with his abuse. The two moved to Los Angeles, where Michelle decorated his room into a girl's room, complete with flowery wallpaper, dolls, and like 7 wooden horses. She also forced him to wear girls' clothing and go around with a bit, insisting that he go by the name of Marilyn. On one occasion, when he drew his mom this picture and signed his name as Parker, she screamed at him and slapped the shit out of him before going on an unhinged tirade.
That is not your name! Parker! It's not your name! That is the name your father gave you. Your name is Mary.
After threatening him into accepting this, she didn't stop there. She forced Parker to do horrible things to others for no apparent reason other than having it out for the world. Whether Michelle lived on and continued to abuse him or not, the homicidal tendencies
Ah, c'est vrai qu'on peut utiliser des bombes soniques pour faire sortir de l'eau.
as he transformed into a full-blown serial killer. So learn how Parker's childhood abuse carried over into the afterlife. Stick around.
Tu les prends pas?
Welcome to horror history. The Bride in Black started as a minor character in the first Insidious, but people were so creeped out by him that he gained an expanded role in the franchise as the main rival of the hero, Elise Rainier. The idea for the Bride to be a man was there from the beginning. He's played by Philip Friedman in the original, and then Tom Fitzpatrick takes over the role in Insidious Chapter 2 and 3. The choice was explained by the creative team in the Blu-ray bonus features.
The old woman in the film is actually played by a man, which is something that James just thought would be a macabre touch.
When people ask me why is it, it's just disturbing because there's something not right.
So when Insidious Chapter 2 was conceptualized, director James Wan and screenwriter Lee Winnell decided to expand the lore of his character who chilled audiences. But to understand what made the Bride in Black stick with audiences even after watching the film, we've got to take it back to his criminal career as a kidnapper. It's likely that Parker kept a relatively low profile throughout most of his adult years, because the articles about the Bride in Black all seem to refer to Parker as an old woman. It would appear that he is older when his mother started forcing him to kill. I should note that it's not clear if Michelle herself was now an old woman, manipulating him into doing these things, or if she died and her ghost was the one forcing Parker's hand. It seems like when a person dies, their spirit resembles what they look like at death. Michelle appears to be in her mid-30s as a ghost, so I think she died when Parker was young and continued to haunt him from the other side. However, there's no linear time in the further, and those who enter the further can see various incarnations of people who have not yet died. For example, Josh talks to a younger version of himself at one point. But it's not really important if Michelle was dead or alive when Parker started committing his crimes. As his nickname implies, Parker would dress up in a black wedding dress and veil, put on makeup like an old woman, and kidnap exclusively females, which was probably to satisfy his mother, who had always wanted a girl. After capturing them, he would tie them up and choose from an array of tools which were used to finish the women off. Each of them was stored in the house Josh's secret room in the
check.
bookcase. The newspapers would
Oh,
eventually
wait,
report he had
DRH
15, but it's possible that there are more
check,
that the media just doesn't know about because he always kidnapped his victims before killing them. Some of his victims seem to be located in and around Newark, California.
Par contre, il est très gros pour gérer
his childhood home in LA. He flipped newspaper articles about each of the women he attempted to abduct, including one girl who got away and described her attacker to police. Maybe Parker was able to get such a high kill count because nobody suspects an old woman of being a serial kidnapper unless given a reason. Eventually, simply dressing in a woman's clothing was not enough to satisfy his mother, and she forced Parker to attempt to castrate himself, which landed him in the hospital. He was admitted to Our Lady of the Angels Hospital on September 20th, 1986 at 3:05 a.m. There, he was diagnosed with paranoid schizophrenia and self-mutilation. One day, as he was being tended to by medical staff, Josh Lambert, the son of one of the nurses, wandered into his room and seeing the boy sent Parker into a bit of rage. He attacked Josh because he was so jealous of his youth. He wanted his childhood, and this incident sent Parker over the edge, literally. 2 days later, he jumped to his death, likely joining his mom further. His house is left abandoned, and the bodies of the victims are not discovered for many years. A day after he passed away, he got into an elevator with Lorraine Lambert, Josh's mother. He doesn't realize that she's apologizing to a ghost. Personally, I think he was following her, because he was not done inflicting terror on Josh or the wider family. Josh began experiencing awful night terrors and fits of fear, claiming that an old woman would come visit him at night. Lorraine dismissed his claims until she started to notice a mysterious figure in the background of Josh's photographs. At first, it appeared to be a camera malfunction, but over time it became clear that there was a dark eyeball entity creeping closer and closer to Josh. Each photograph disappeared. Eventually, the bride could be seen reaching out for Josh. This is because Josh is what's known as a traveler. He had the ability to act like a possessed, and when he did this, his body was left open as a vessel. But the process for a spirit to possess a living person's body takes time, which is required for spirit to essentially get in sync with the new vessel. Parker wanted to feel lighter. He would later describe life as his happy moments of sun, as opposed to the cold war after life came further. He also wanted to target Josh because taking over his body would allow him to experience his own glory. However, Lorraine becomes concerned by the photographs and hires psychic medium Elise Rainier to investigate the source of the harm. As you can imagine, this deeply upset Parker, and he would try to ward off him when he was trying to cut him off from his best friend to experience life. Josh guides a so-called woman who'd been visiting his so-called dreams, and Parker watches that, leaving a pretty nasty slash on Elise's arm. Because of that altercation, Elise taken Parker Josh to suppress his memories and make him forget his ability to act like that, seemingly forever. But this action would not go without problems. Parker turned all of his attention to getting revenge on the woman who took away his best friend. Have you ever been thirsty but didn't want to spend as much as $5 on a bottle of water? We've all been there, so I was excited to come up with this video sponsor, Tap Water. Tap Water is a leading provider for water that is pumped directly into your pump. Just turn on the faucet.
Il est plus agile qu'on pourrait le croire, hein. Pour un gros poisson à pattes qui se promène dans le babou. Il est beaucoup plus agile qu'on le croirait.
C'est ce qu'il fait.
Il est beaucoup plus difficile que dans World, ça c'est sûr. Parce que dans World, tu le solo sans problème.
As you can probably guess, this was no woman at all. It was Parker Crane.
Ever since then, whenever I use my ability, this woman, I could hear her in my head screaming over and over that she's going to kill me. I know if I continue with this work, she's going to kill me.
And so Elise retired, but like Tom Brady, she couldn't stay away from her calling for long. It's about 2007 when Quinn Brenner shows up at Elise's door asking for help. I'm basing that on the fact that the city of Texas takes place a few years before the first film, and the fact that Quinn has a T-Mobile sci-fi career. Quinn was trying to connect with her mother when she was intercepted by a demon known as the Man Who Can't Breathe. So Elise gathers the courage to go into the further to investigate. As Parker chains her to the armchair and strangles her, her airways start to close in the real world as well. She's only just able to break free and escape the illusory realm. Once she snaps back to reality, she tells Quinn that her otherworldly stalker was waiting and that she wouldn't be able to help. And the guide is now blocked, so Elise's timing sign would not come to a close quite yet. After some encouragement from a colleague, Elise goes back to Taylor to try to rescue Quinn, who is now being possessed by the Man. After delving back into further and spotting a man resembling her late husband, the bride in black springs out of the dark to attack, pinning her up against a wall, where we hear him speak for the first time. Elise uses some kind of YouTube women's self-defense technique to break free and throw the bride out into the dark. They square up, and when Elise challenges him, he slinks back into the darkness, defeated from At some point after this, I believe the bride unsuccessfully attacked Elise again, because when we see her sightings book in 2010, there's a picture of the bride and an after page where she wrote Quinn Brenner's name, implying that this was another battle that she fought after saving life. The Quinn Brenner case introduced Elise to Tyson Tucker, who she came out of retirement to go into the Ghost Hunter as well. So it makes sense that she would have another encounter with Carl. 2010 is also the year that Elise and Parker would have their final confrontation. It seems like Elise knows she can't solve danger every time she goes out further, so she decides to only use the ability that can access from the real world, making it really impossible for the bride to conquer. But her work would lead both of them back to someone from the past, Josh Lambert, the very same boy that Parker tried to possess in 1986. This time, Josh's son, Dalton, had been coached using another. You would think Parker would just go after him, because possessing Dalton would allow him to have childhood. I think the reason he doesn't try to do it is because there is another, more powerful intelligent known as the Dark Demon, who is much closer to possessing Dalton, so it would be futile for Parker to try to beat him. Instead, he just waits him further for the inevitable to happen. Josh Lambert regains his childhood memories and enters into further to rescue his son. He's successful in retrieving Dalton, however, I guess after projecting for a long period of time after 24 years without practice and with water. And Josh has to stop and rest for a moment as Dalton continues on his way. The bride waits in this strange area of further, and Josh's side appears to be a window that on Parker's side is sort of out. Parker holds up a candle to Josh's friend, as he had many years ago, causing Josh to take notice and confront it, telling him to stay away from his family. This, however, was only a distraction to keep Josh away from his body long enough for the evil spirit to go back to Josh's body and possess him, trapping Josh's spirit inside the further, where we see the illusion of the bride and black fade away into the darkness. After finally claiming a new vessel in the world, living, Parker tries to find him, which is for Josh's wife, but at least can see things that she cannot, and snaps a photo of him to see what really came back from the wrong way. Having been discovered, Parker Josh uses it and chokeslammed Elise into a armchair, just as he had in further 3 years prior, but this time she doesn't have the odd physics of an alternate world to her life. It's a strong 32-year-old man versus a bold woman, and Parker beats her. This is how she dies. Josh's wife, Renee Lambert, soon finds a picture of the bride and looks back at Josh as if he killed Elise. However, there's no proof of it, and there wouldn't be much point in Parker getting into a living body, only to risk spending his new life in jail because he got caught killing someone. So he allows Renee to live. So Parker plays the part of Josh Lambert as the family relocates to Grandma's house while the police investigate theirs. They wouldn't find anything because apparently it was Parker's hand that killed Elise, not Josh's. I'm not entirely sure how that works, to be honest, but that's what the movie seems to imply. Renee tells Parker Josh that she's seen more paranormal activity and it's happening again. But
oh god, tu viens de mettre une qui va probablement empêcher de faire le coup.
in, but he's still not able to escape from his mother, whose ghost continues to haunt him and by extension the Lambert family. However, Parker Josh insists that there's nobody there and implies that even if there was, it would be best for the family's sanity to just ignore it. Late that evening, Parker Josh tries to tell Michelle that she has to go out, which Dalton wakes up and overhears something wrong with his day. The next day, that is confirmed when he offers to take the boys to school. If you've seen the first Insidious, you know Josh never has time to take the boys to school. He's always running away. That afternoon, he was home to find his mother had already taken the first shot on the Parker Josh comes in that afternoon, finds Renee passed out on the floor, and probably realizes that his mother has something to do with it. That is Parker's mother, Michelle. He creepily smells her hair while she's out, just a sign that it had been so long since he'd been able to experience the simple pleasures of living able to experience with the chapter. However, he quickly realizes that his supposedly healthy human body is dying, and he removes a tooth and catches himself looking pretty rough in there. He's not ready to give up his time in the sun so soon, and Michelle explains his condition by saying that his dead soul is pulling Josh's living skin, telling him that the only way to stop wasting away is to pull away. It's hard to say if she's telling the truth, seeing as how Parker's mom always encouraged him to kill him. Maybe she's just making that up because crazy, and the real reason Parker's soul is dying Josh's body is because he possessed it. For example, when Red Kid tried to possess Dalton, the process that happened over the course of a few months, whereas body black came to enter Josh's body and seemed to be. When Renee wakes up, she's worried about the baby, but Parker Josh insists that everything's fine and she's asleep in her room. However, Renee is not calling down because she's seeing ghosts everywhere, almost like they're already dead.
No, it's not.
This is nothing like being dead.
But then he catches himself and adds that he's been to the river and he's seen what he's come to possess. That's why he knows that he's dead. Okay, Josh, we totally believe. He claims that he's more specters than Little Red, which is clearly not true. Before Renee even has the energy to object, they hear the piano playing downstairs. Parker probably realizes that it's Little Josh who's trying to further trying to get Renee's name. However, he does not recognize the tune as a song that Renee wrote for her husband, which makes him look even more sus. He tries to deflect it. Didn't you just tell him a story about that like 2 minutes ago? Renee ends up going back upstairs to deal with Dalton's night terror, so Parker Josh stays back and tries to send a message telling him that he won't be able to reach him with a child. I'm not sure what the baseball bat is for. Can you even fight the display spirit with a baseball bat? I guess Parker would probably know better than that. His physical deterioration continues to that. He stays home, claiming he's feeling bad, but wakes up to see Renee in the rain bleeding out, and later finds no claim that was just then, he gets a knock on the door from Carl. Carl was friends with the police, and he actually helped us collect memory of himself. So although he claims that he doesn't remember him, it's possible that Parker doesn't, and still has it out with Carl all the way. Or maybe he just knows the person. Parker Josh invites him to after taking the drinks, he returns with a knife behind his back. He's smiling, but his smile disappears when he realizes that Carl knows who he really is. He attacks. The knife is dropped himself before Carl can grab Josh's body. Sedative, he finds himself in a chokehold. Specs and Tucker rush in to save Carl, but Parker easily knocks out Specs, and then somehow, after taking favors from back, Tucker still manages to jam instead of the needle into the big guy's leg. As usual in a James Wan movie, it takes effect almost immediately, and he collapses right on his steps. Michelle speaks to him again, once again claiming that he needs to kill others if he wants to stay alive, but he clearly doesn't want to do that and screams at her to get out of his head. I almost thought he kind of wants to just take over Josh's life so he can finally live out the normal existence that he knows about him. But now that he sees the ground, considering Carl knows who he is, and other people probably do as well, he panics and doesn't know how to help him. He really has no other option, but he gives in to Michelle's commands and kills her. I surmise that the only reason he doesn't kill one of his 3 unconscious victims in the house instead is because Michelle only wants him to take female victims, just like the 15 female casualties that he took as the bride in black. This could be considered additional proof that Michelle was lying about killing in order to stop his body from rotting. So Parker Josh is probably the one to text Lorraine using Specs' phone and tell the 2 women to come back to the house where he waits to ambush her. Here's another question. How did Parker Crane learn to use a cell phone when he originally died in 1986?
Chacun s'en prend notre temps, puis on peut tenter le coup des bombes. Je pense que c'est mieux de juste utiliser 2 bombes en fait. Ou tu mets vraiment tes 2 bombes au même endroit et c'est moi qui m'adapte après. Et il y a une arsureuse donc qui s'est pas endormie. Parce que mes bombes ils doivent être séparés mais pas tant que ça, ils doivent rentrer l'un dans l'autre pour que ça marche.
Allez, oui,
Si tu veux, on ira là. Si tu veux, on ira à l'air d'entraînement, je vais te montrer comment les bombes doivent être placées pour que ça marche.
That is, until he's knocked in the head with a baseball bat by none other than Dalton Lambert. The boy that the bride had allowed to escape from further a few days earlier was now proving to be quite a problem. This gives the family time to retreat into the basement. As part of the
tellement long.
family, the real Josh is hard at work with Carl and Louise and further trying to do his part. At least he got to the bride
Fatality one day.
those memories to work him out of Josh's body. They eventually find the dilapidated house where they witness the key memory that sent Parker down the path of being a monster. However, this time, Michelle turns and sees Louise's father. He searches the room containing all of Parker's victims. He's caught by surprise. He discovers Michelle hanging on. She grabs him by the neck and slams him into the wall. Time is running out of the physical world. Parker Josh races to the basement.
Nouveau record de taille minimum, c'est ça?
Que j'ai eu. young version of Parker in the further and asks him to open the door to his memory so that she can destroy the memory
Non,
of Michelle.
de taille max.
It's fitting that all this
J'avais déjà une couronne dorée de taille max.
And it would be the child who granted access for Elise to do this.
J'avais déjà une couronne dorée pour la taille max de ce machin. J'ai un record de taille max encore.
It's actually left somewhat ambiguous. The first time I watched this movie, I didn't understand why destroying the ghost of Michelle would take Parker out of Josh's body. How do you kill a ghost anyway? After thinking more about the ending, my interpretation is that this area of the further beyond the red door in Lorraine's basement purely contains Parker's memories, meaning that the incarnation of Michelle we see in there is just Parker's memory of her, different than the ghost of Michelle seen walking around the house. By destroying Parker's memory of his abusive mother, he no longer has any reason to exist as the bride in black, so he moves on. The trope for many ghost stories is that the ghosts stick around to haunt the real world because there's some unresolved issue. With Parker scarring memories of his mom finally taken care of, he can finally move on to whatever lies beyond the further. At least even alludes to the idea that the further is just somewhere you pass through on the way to a better place.
Oh non, j'avais la couronne de la petite taille, my bad. Oh, ben,
Although in Parker's case, he's
C'est sûr qu'on avait chassé cassette. Le truc, c'est que oui, Timax couronne.
The character of Parker Crane exists as a maxim about child abuse. In real life,
J'ai affronté, j'ai chassé deux gigantodus. Un qui était minuscule et un qui était gigantesque. J'ai deux extrêmes.
Once the brain is shaped by childhood experiences, these experiences will continue to affect the person into their adulthood. In this case, Parker was forced by his mom to act like a female and harm others, which gave way to his alter egos, the serial killer, the Bride in Black. In our world, the effects of child abuse may end at the end of a person's life, but in the world of Insidious, that continues on to the afterlife, where the Bride continued his disturbing patterns, ultimately resulting in the loss of the franchise's greatest hero. If you want to learn more about the world of Insidious and further, I highly recommend checking out that video on the left where I analyze the main antagonist of the red-faced demon. There is more Insidious and Conjuring content on the way, so remember to subscribe to CZ's World for new horrors every week. Ring the death bell for all notifications, and I'll see you in the next one, assuming we both survive. Dwight Dewey Riley was born in 1971. He was the firstborn of Mr. Riley, who we never meet, and Mrs. Riley, who was present in 1996. Around 1978 or 79, Dewey's younger sister Tatum was born. The Riley family lived in the northern California town of Woodsboro. Despite it being a small town, Dewey doesn't seem to have many friends. Maybe his classmates moved on to San Francisco while he stayed back in the suburbs. As a 24-year-old, Dewey watched sensational or trash news show Top Story, unaware that he would be exposed to Gail Weathers.
J'ai la même
In September
cristal.
1996, Dewey was 25 years old, and in his first year
Plus
of adulthood, despite carrying a badge and gun, he received very little respect for work, and when the takes place nearby, Dewey finds the opportunity to gain a little respect. The killer, soon to be infamously known as Ghostface,
goodies de la lettrée, c'est bon.
everything he can, even if no one
Bon,
else
par
cares, because he does. To learn how and why Dewey Riley
Je dis ça, mais je sais pas combien il reste de canards et de poogies dans la lettrée aussi.
Welcome to Horror History. Of the two characters initially destined to die in the original 1996 screen, it was Deputy, then Private Citizen, and then Technical Advisor, then Sheriff Dewey Riley who became the hero. David Arquette, the actor, former professional wrestler, and certified Bob Ross instructor, infused a lot of his actual self into the character of Dewey Riley. In an interview with Variety, he stated, Dewey always had this love of Clint Eastwood, and wanting to be the sort of macho kind of tough guy.
Non, toi t'es maintenant raciste.
He tried to be tough in the Sheriff.
Non, non, c'est en 5.
When I wear this badge, you treat me like a man of the law. He's really not that person. The desire to be a Clint Eastwood type of character is reflected in Dewey's theme song, which was originally composed for the 1996 movie Broken Arrow. It was used in Scream 2 as a temp track, but left ultimately in the final film. As with the music, Dewey's character was kept alive by a series of missteps and last-minute decisions. As the franchise grew, Dewey's life was also shaped by the life of David Arquette, helping him evolve into the cowboy hero.
Okay.
But to understand how he got there, we've got to take it back to the Ghostface origins in the late 90s. On what would have been a quiet night in September, the Woodboro Police Department received a 911 call that would change everything, and arrive on scene to find high school student Casey Becker gutted in a tree. Considering Casey was in the same class as Dewey's sister, this must have hit him a little closer to home. Dewey's early introduction to what would become known as the Woodboro murders had him taking his position as deputy very seriously, regardless of the response from everyone.
Doing the same is the worst crime we've seen in years. Ignore him.
The next morning, there's a strange feeling in the air of Woodboro High School as the media swarm the plot. The sheriff brings Dewey along to interrogate the entire school, likely because he's the youngest member of the force and probably has familiarity with the student body because of his sister.
Thanks, Deputy Riley, today, City.
Right off the bat, we see that Dewey is struggling to get a girl 7 years his junior to respect his title as deputy. When interviewing Sidney Prescott, he's gently authoritative. It's a quality that would evolve to become both his strongest weapon, and eventually it would be part of his downfall. Another emergency call comes in later that evening after Sidney is attacked in her home, and Deputy Dewey is the first responder. Dewey stakes claim of catching Sidney's boyfriend, Billy Loomis, who's found in Sidney's house with a cell phone. He isn't that surprised that it might be Billy, evidence that he has the potential instinct to catch criminals, despite his brawny fight. While Sid sits for another round of questioning conducted by Dewey, let's examine his stats. Cosmic cop packaging taped to his computer monitor, orange plastic handcuffs, a toy police car, and a sport car. It's easy to imagine that these were gag gifts from the other officers, basically mocking and hazing Dewey for being the youngest of the force. But the cops do at least take him somewhat seriously, at least compared to how he's treated by his sister.
Damn it, Dewey.
What did Mom do? When I wear this badge, you treat me like a man of law.
I'm sorry, Deputy Dewey Boyd. We're ready to go. Now, okay?
The tremble in his voice and childish need to look to a real adult to control Tatum is perhaps the best example of where Dewey stands as a man.
He's my superior.
Janitors are superior.
An analysis of Dewey can't be done without also mentioning the franchise-long romance that developed between him and the journalist Gail Weathers. The first encounter of these star-crossed lovers comes as Dewey tries to sneak Tatum and Sidney out the back door of the police station to avoid the media, and Gail ambushes Sidney while Dewey is busy pulling up the car. Despite being a fan of Gail's show, he turns a blind eye to the assault, keeping in mind what Sidney has been through over the last year, and even brings her an ice pack for her bruised hand when she sleeps over that night. But even with the oversight of the cop, no house with a landline is safe from Ghostface.
Leave me alone.
Considering the effort it took to get Dewey up when he had pretty much just gone to bed, he must have been in a really deep sleep, or maybe just having fun with the vacuum cleaner. In any event, he gets there too late. The next morning, he breaks the news to Sidney about Billy being released on account of his phone bill being clean and assures her that they'll find the killer. While dropping off Tatum and Sidney at school, he formally meets Gail for the first time. They have a flirtatious exchange, but while there is an attraction between them, Gail is clearly trying to manipulate him and compliments him on his chest.
Because of my boyish good looks, muscle mass has increased my acceptance as a serious police officer.
Again, this is a theme for Dewey throughout the franchise. He strives for authority, not as a means of control, but as a means of respect, in order to best protect the people he loves. Gail turns up the flattery, but an announcement from Principal Hembry that suspends all classes and institutes a town-wide curfew interrupts her. Gail pushes a little too hard in their back and forth, allowing Dewey to pick up on her sincerity.
You are much prettier in person.
From the beginning, Dewey saw something in Gail that no one else saw, but after the town shut down for curfew, Dewey would make a mistake that would haunt him for the rest of his life. While Tatum and Sidney shop for snacks, Dewey treats himself to an ice cream cone and runs into Sheriff Burke. The image of Sheriff Burke stress smoking while Dewey licks an ice cream cone is a good visual reminder of Dewey's young naivete. Sheriff Burke informs Dewey that the Ghostface calls were issued by Neil Prescott's phone, and Dewey assures him that he'll keep an eye on Sidney. Is his botched attempt to put on his sunglasses a foreshadowing of his future missteps? Maybe not, but it's still fun.
Whatever.
Sidney and Tatum off at But the eye he's supposed to be keeping on Sid is distracted, and he runs into Gail Weathers. He pretends like he's been busted drinking, only to tell him that he's kidding and have a good time. Just as he wanted Tatum to respect him in the police station so he could be accepted by his fellow officers, he tries to be the cool cop so he can be liked by this group of high schoolers. Speaking of Tatum, she is not pleased with his guest.
Dewey. What is she doing here?
He's too excited to be seen rolling with a celebrity reporter to remember the bad blood that Sidney has with Gail. Tatum orders him to remove Gail before heading to the garage. Unfortunately, this interaction is also the last time that Dewey would ever see his sister alive.
Vu que j'aime écrire à peu près tout ce qui est
Shortly after,
possible.
he gets a report of an abandoned car up the road and uses it as an opportunity to take Gail Weathers on a
Ouais,
little murder
tout et
mystery. She
n'importe
obliges him
quoi.
to head off. This time, the flirtation has a little bit more sincerity, and they share a little bit about themselves while also physically getting close. Part of the strength of Dewey and Gail's relationship was each of them willing to be vulnerable with each other so early on. He even shares his real name with her, explaining that the nickname Dewey is just something he got stuck with.
It's just this town's way of not taking me serious.
What about Gail Weathers? Sounds like I'm a meteorologist or something.
And speaking of Dewey's authority not being taken seriously, two cars full of teens barrel down the road en route to turning Dewey and Gail into potential casualties. And he tries to somehow get the cars to freeze, which is ineffective. So he throws himself and Gail out of the way at the last second. Lying in a ditch together, Dewey and Gail gaze at each other before sharing their first kiss, which he allows to go on momentarily before pulling away and telling her that he's on duty. It's a great moment of maturity. Like earlier when he stopped the ice cream while keeping an eye on Sydney, he got distracted momentarily, but this time he quickly corrects course. After Gail notices the abandoned car, Dewey recognizes it as Neil Prescott's, basically concluding that Sydney's father is Ghostface, and rushes with Gail back to the party. In the time they were gone, the party guests mostly cleared out, save for the important characters, and the house is quiet. Dewey instructs Gail to call for backup before charging in, gun drawn. As he clears each room, it's obvious he's very scared by the tremor of his gun and his fright at the screaming coming from a movie in the other room. It's a testament to his bravery, but also to his objective to protect and serve no matter the risk. At some point while somewhere in the house, Stu must have snuck up on him while under the disguise of the Ghostface mask and stuck a knife into his back. But even that doesn't stop him from trying to respond to Sydney's screams for help. Keyword, trying. And that was the end of Deputy Dwight's Riot. Or it would have been if David Arquette hadn't been so good in the role. As original writer Kevin Williamson recounted, during the course of the movie, we realized how his performance was just so good. He played it with such heart, such commitment, and everyone kept thinking that. About halfway through it, they were asking me about a sequel because I had already written the outline. They were like, what about the sequel? Why isn't Dewey in the sequel? And so, just in case, we filmed that last sequence of him getting in the ambulance. The decision to keep Dewey alive would become a major shaping force on the entire Sunbreak franchise, and link the fictional events to our real world through the actor David Arquette. And it starts with what happens next. Shortly after regaining consciousness, Dewey would have found out about his sister's death, and I'd imagine that his failure to protect her could be part of the reason that he decided to leave the Woodborough police force shortly after, along with his injuries. Due to the nerve damage on his back, he would develop a limp. But letting go of the badge does not mean letting go of his desire to protect. Whereas those who needed protection didn't stick around for long. Sydney and Randy would seemingly graduate early and head off to Windsor College in Ohio. Gail would take off back to New York. After all, they did just meet 2 days prior. There, she would finish up her book, The Woodsboro Murders, which Dewey was excited to read, only to find that she had portrayed him as a complete idiot. The book was adapted into a movie, Stab, which Dewey doesn't show that much interest in, despite being portrayed by David Schwimmer from Friends. That's honestly understandable. It's a movie about the worst moment of his life. Seeing it alone with none of the other people involved wouldn't have been much fun. But the movie actually creates an opportunity for a reunion. On April 13th, 1997, Dewey sees a report from Windsor College in Ohio regarding the murder of 2 students the night before at an early screening of Stab. So
ça augmente vite quand ça coûte de coupes obtenues, le morceau d'équipe, le morceau d'apparence. Et là c'est 3, donc 15.
There may be an explanation for this. Since Scream takes place in 1996, as evidenced by these calendars, among other things, and Scream 2 takes place in April 1997, which is clearly shown on the movie theater marquee, we can assume that Sydney and Randy didn't make it to the end of the 96-97 high school year, and instead were allowed to graduate early and go directly to college, where they could begin on a winter term. A change of scenery would be healthy for them, even if it means not having time to say goodbye to Dewey. Their reunion, however, could certainly have occurred under happier circumstances.
Guys.
When Dewey finds Sydney at her college campus, he doesn't share what he's specifically been doing for the last year, but it's safe to assume that it's been a lonely one.
I swear.
Whoa.
Look, Sid, if there is some freaked out psycho trying to follow in Billy Loomis's footsteps, you probably already know. Or her. Or them.
He's completely right, and even tries to make her players be on the lookout for a white male, which is statistically the most probable for a serial killer. Wait a minute. Dewey implores Sydney to be careful and assures her that he'll be hanging around just in case. That was his involvement to be kind of a cope for him. He wasn't able to save Tatum, so he's gonna try to make up for it by saving her. Sydney has a similar fate.
Deputy Dewey, Woodsboro's finest, what's he doing
Dude.
here?
It wouldn't be the last time he tried to cope using a surrogate. It was his care for Sydney that would brought him out to the Midwest, but he'd also run into someone he didn't care to see.
Page 32. Deputy Dewey filled the room with his Barney fight-vision presence. But yes, I do read.
Dewey, don't take it so seriously. It's a character in a book.
Page 41.
Hey.
Deputy Dewey oozed with inexperience.
To be fair, Dewey did literally the opposite of what he was told to do by the sheriff in Woodborough. He left Sydney to the party and walked off with Gail down the road. It's all part of the ride, but Gail had a point. However, he was justified in calling her money hungry and heartless. On the other hand, he's probably the only one who can speak to Gail like that without her going nuclear.
How do you know that my dim-witted inexperience isn't merely a subtle form of manipulation used to lower people's expectations, thereby enhancing my ability to effectively maneuver within any given situation?
Because your sister wouldn't be dead. Dewey is harboring a lot of pain over his characterization in Gail's book, and who can blame him? The year before, he vented to Gail about how he was just trying to get people to call him Dwight, or at least a deputy. And what does she do to the man who risked his life for her? She sees to it that the whole world disrespects him by portraying him as a doofus in her widely published book. Talk about kicking a cripple when he's down. And despite all of that, he still can't help himself from complimenting her hair.
Ok, j'ai tout noté, donc à partir de là, je vais pouvoir compter, mais ce sera une fois la quête terminée.
Dewey grows suspicious of Derek's near miss and can't help but play detective when speaking to Windsor's police chief.
Do you think someone's trying to duplicate Woodsboro?
Oh, c'est maintenant que le raging peut commencer à apparaître.
Survivor, film expert, and Windsor College film student Randy Means. The two run through possible suspects, including Derek and themselves. Yet Dewey balks at the idea of Gail being a suspect. He enjoys cutting her down a little, but in the end, he's more willing to make himself a suspect than assume that Gail is a Ghostface killer.
No, Gail's a lot of things, but Gail's not a killer.
Later on the quad, they continue sharing theories which all amount to incredulously accepting that these are Woodsboro copycat killings. The first mention of Tatum by name causes Dewey to wince, confirming that there's grief and possibly guilt still there. Before he has time to process that, Gail gets an incoming Ghostface call of her own, and Randy picks it up. Seeing an opportunity, Gail and Dewey partner off, leaving Randy to keep Ghostface on the line while they try to search for him. After assaulting several strangers, it dawns on them that they have no idea where Randy is while being pursued by a killer, and Randy becomes the next victim under Dewey's watch, just like Tatum 7 months prior. That would not be the only similarity to 1996. Cotton Weary, the #1 suspect at the time, is released, much like Billy Loomis. The campus is given an evening curfew. Dewey swears, cotton or not, that he'll find the guy responsible. And just when it feels like the story might unfold just as it did before, Gail adds a shocking twist. She takes responsibility for herself.
I feel bad, dude. I feel really bad. I never say that because I never feel bad about anything. But I feel bad now.
This is huge. Without Gail's sincerity, the two can't fully establish the trust needed to get them through the next couple installments. At first, Dewey is mistrustful, thinking that she's performed, but in the end, they come together out of their mutual desire to bring each other to justice. It is perhaps the most important scene. Dewey became fully intertwined in the series. They more quickly off when they realize that Gail has footage of her story, which they realize might be an excellent place to start looking for. Leads to Gail apologizing for hurting Dewey's feelings, which leads to an impromptu tryst, and like their moment together before finding Neil Prescott's car, Gail comes to a realization.
Parce que c'est lui.
Someone found the original footage on a second TV, and inevitably, Dewey and Gale find themselves in an old-fashioned Ghostface pursuit. They end up separated, with Gale accidentally trapping herself in a recording studio with only one item. She successfully dodges Ghostface, slipping into the soundproof side of the studio. Dewey, unfortunately, enters on the other side, unaware that Ghostface is in the room. Just as he peers through the window, searching for Gale, Ghostface jams the knife into Dewey's back. With the last of his strength, Dewey finds the mic to yell out a warning to Gale before he's dispatched from the last side. It seems the events of Woodsboro past really were repeating themselves, because once again, Dewey would find himself out of commission for the finale. But luckily, once again, he leaves the next morning in an ambulance. Not about it. We see how far Dewey and Gale's relationship has come when she immediately drops her news microphone at the sight of him, unlike the previous adventure where she was more concerned with getting shot. According to this first responder, it was actually Dewey's traumatic past that saved his life. After realizing how much they cared about each other, the two would try to make it work by leaving Woodsboro, where Gale took care of him until he was left. But Gale Weathers has never been a small-town character, and she never misses an opportunity to say this. While Dewey can't seem to go anywhere without bringing Woodsboro with him. If one of them wasn't willing to relocate, then it was never going to work romantically in the long term. After a year, Gale left to chase an opportunity on 60 Minutes too. Ironically, didn't even four legacy characters who consistently return to Woodsboro probably made it easy to establish your production team finally. Sometime after Gale leaves, Dewey accepts an out-of-town job himself in Hollywood, or at least studios. Due to his first-hand experience, he sometimes established as a technical advisor. This is kind of a 180 for him, considering he showed no interest in the staff across before this, but he was probably lonely after things didn't work with Gale. He passed this movie pretending to be friends with the closest he could have to actually having those friends together. Inevitably, they were not the only remnants of his past to be found on the production. The return of Ghostface were havoc on more than just the shoots.
Déjà?
In July 1999, Dewey served in the technical advisor on a recreated set version of Woodsboro frozen at deep freedom, including the systems.
J'ai fait genre un concert.
Despite this, it's not hard to figure out why Josh is blanketed. He has a little authority on set. Plus, he works most closely with actress Jennifer Jolie, who happens to be playing Gale Weathers. Just as Sydney becomes sort of a surrogate sister for him during Scream 2, Jennifer is a surrogate girlfriend. Though I'm pretty sure it's more of an emotional surrogate than physical, with Jennifer referring to Dewey as her wife. He ends up moving into a trailer on her property, which, if you know LA and housing costs, is probably the nicest thing anyone's ever done. Sydney has moved into a life of seclusion with her better half sitting behind her, except Dewey, who seems to be the most focused and knows this. Dewey isn't the only former Woodsboro resident on staff. Tom Leary is set to make a cameo in the movie as himself. That is, until he becomes the victim of yet another Ghostface kill. This prompts LA detective Martin Cage to hire the real Gale Weathers, seeing as how he literally wrote the book of Ghostface, placing her directly in the path of Dewey. I'm not suggesting that living on a movie star's driveway because you're a mention of someone who loves is the ultimate dream for him, but I think his study of these is probably tied to a man who lines his lead. After surviving two Ghostface attacks, Dewey has gained a little respect. We actually see him as the real thing. Dewey wins, but his confidence has stayed staff free despite Gale's incredible assault. That alone is proof that he no longer needs to hang with everyone. That night, Ghostface stabs again, taking out another half. The next day, Dewey and Gale sit down to lunch, and Dewey looks perturbed when she reveals the
Là, t'es dans un bon couloir. Là, t'es dans un couloir, donc déjà t'es fait sur les clics plein de fois.
C'est le couloir de la propreté, là.
C'est vrai quand je dis que dans le pire des cas, si t'aimes pas la zone, t'es dans un couloir.
Dewey tries to take control of the situation, using the authority and strategy software as a form of law enforcement. However, not everyone sees him the same way he sees himself. Jennifer's bodyguard speaks down and still speaks down and reminds him who the professional celebrity bar is and who the failed comedy resume reads like an obituary. I absolutely love the nickname Dewdrop though. With Stone taking care of Jennifer, Dewey joins the second PK in the LTV down at the staff production office, where he's reminded that there were 3 versions of the script, thus 3 different people working on it. Due to all the unknowns, production on staff 3 is cancelled, so the remaining cast members all meet back at Jennifer Jolie's for a gloomy rap party with more politics. Turns out, gathering all the possible victims in one house wasn't the perfect idea, and this leads to a ghost. Stephen Stone gets a knife in Dewey's trailer. Who's the Dewdrop now? He manages to stagger out the front door where he collapses in front of everyone, sending the whole cast into a panic. Suddenly, new script writers start coming in on Jennifer's side. Dewey realizes his trap and ordered everyone to go outside, but his Hollywood counterparts, friends, let the curiosity get the better of him, and people love Dewey for once. The Black compels Dewey, Jennifer, and Gale downhill, splitting the party up. He finds himself in a real Sophie's choice, with Jennifer calling him from one direction and Gale from the other. He doesn't hesitate before marching towards Gale, the real Gale, and reaches her just in time to fire off a shot and save her from Ghostface.
Thanks for saving me.
The next day, Sydney finally arrives in Los Angeles, hoping to help solve the mystery, and shortly after, they receive a video containing the rules of surviving the rare horror trilogy by none other than the deceased Randy Neves. Unlike when Randy tried to deliver the rules to him at Windsor College 2 years prior, and Dewey interrupted him to get to the points, this time he's taking notes. This really emphasizes Dewey's growing belief in the rules, and thus his willingness to learn. He's not just randomly searching for a killer, he's learning how they operate. With a more focused direction provided by Randy, Rip, Gale unsurprisingly splits off.
Do you want us to come with you?
I work better alone.
No, history says you really don't. Meanwhile, Dewey is doing his own investigating on set when he hears Sydney calling for him. He fights through his nerve damage to reach her as fast as he can, but the second Dewey hobbles in, Ghostface runs off. The whole thing is a parallel of Billy's first attack on Sid, and Dewey is the first responder on scene in both instances. Once Sydney is settled at the precinct, and following a confrontation with Stab's producer about Maureen Prescott's past in Hollywood, Dewey, Gale, and Jennifer head off to the birthday party of Roman, the director of Stab, and it's totally not Ghostface or Sydney's half-brother. The party splits up again because they just never learn. But Dewey and Gale stay back to wait for Sydney to arrive, where they discover Ghostface mask, cell phone, and voice. Then they split because they just never learn. Gale and Jennifer only manage to find him moments before he gets popped by Ghostface.
Je suis en train de faire des calculs en même temps.
As he comes to and examines his injuries, Gale brings him his gun, or someone's kind of lost track of his phone, and he sees the bedroom mirror move. He risks 7 years of bad luck by shooting through it, and Jennifer comes crashing through the glass shot. Or should I say, Jennifer's body? Dewey is mortified to lose the cast member he connects the most with, and Gale is even more mortified to see the grim image of someone who's supposed to be torturing her. So they do the most logical thing anyone would do in this scenario. Not really, they split up. When he realizes he can't find her, he freaks out. Gale calls his phone and tells him that she's trapped in the basement, but because of the voice changer, he's second guessing, suspicious that it may be the killer trying to rule him down. However, when he hears her scream, he opens the basement door and
oh my god.
As a result, Dewey and Gale are captured by Ghostface, but luckily for them, he keeps them alive to use his face to lure in his main target, Sydney, and Dewdrop can only walk as Ghostface chases her into the secret screen room, where all with who's also Sydney's together. Sorry. After breaking free from the chair,
J'ai compris que trop tard ce qui comptait faire.
Dewey ends up being the last stand. Perhaps he's gaining the confidence to return to the police force with or perhaps it was Rose outside the power. He's arguing for Speaking of Eric, he's an outlet to turn off the power and don't try that. He's able to navigate the secret corridor of the mansion and ran down the screen floor right after the conclusion of Sid's battle with Miller. This time, he demonstrates that he really loves paying attention during Randy's tape, because he's the one to remind the others of the horror movie rules. This time, the killer being secret human to be as he walked, Randy was stopped.
Ça peut être été pété.
Son dos vient d'être pété.
Oh non, 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 son dos, c'était le premier truc qui a été pété.
Ah, ben, il y a un truc qui vient de péter, là.
C'est sa tête. En ordre de partie du corps qui a été détruit, ça a été dos, queue, tête. On a détruit environ tout ce qui était détruisable chez lui, en fait.
With the superstar limo experience sequel behind them, the new millennium was much quieter and more peaceful for Dewey and Deb. They settled down together in Woodsboro, with Dale finally getting a chance to that dreaded small town life. As I alluded to earlier, Dewey became a copycat, and this time he quickly rose up to the ranks due to his ascendant experience. As the years went by without any Ghostface, his younger reputation of Deputy Dewey Boy and Dewey Rock slowly faded from him. Eventually, he became Woodsboro's sheriff, finally achieving the strongest symbol of respect he had long sought. Dewey maintains his care and protectiveness with his loved ones, though Sydney is of course not a good. Regardless, he holds on to his surrogate brother role and greets Sydney Cook by darkness cover when it comes out. As the added responsibilities of the job began to require more of him, cracks start to show in his relationship with Gail. He's having a hard time finding her purpose after moving from non-fiction position and suffering from writer's block. He was made worse by the lack of a friend network in the area. In September 2011, and on basing that date on this line from spring 2022, Sheriff Riley left out and goes on play, but the morning began with a haunting similarity to the night of the Woodville murder. The teenager blowing past him on a long street. It's also the anniversary of the dead daughter's sister, which means kids are separated from his way to go to personal. He shows up to find his deputy, Dewey Hicks, already at work removing. She's harboring a not-so-secret crush on Sheriff Riley, but he's staying faithful to Gail. If he didn't go for Jennifer Joe leaving a single, he's probably not straying from Gail's sister. They get a call on the radio about two teenage girls who were stabbed in the and quickly go to investigate. Deputy Hicks traces a phone call from the scene of the crime to a bookstore, which just happens to be where Sydney Prescott is doing some Dewey discovers evidence from the previous night's crime planted in Sydney's rental. Yet she's not getting that deposit. Although he doesn't really suspect her, he takes Sid back to the precinct for mandatory questioning, and to add to the drama, he has to break up an argument between his jealous wife and Deputy Hicks. Gail blows up on him because she expects to be part of the investigation just like in the past, but now that Dewey is sheriff, he's technically not supposed to divulge police information to a reporter, and he's forced to send her off. This is a major moment for Dewey. Perhaps the biggest mistake he made in the first investigation was letting Gail distract him while he was on duty. Even if they are better off as a team, he's showing that he takes his newfound responsibility seriously. When Gail declares that she's going rogue, the expression of hurt on his face says it all. He's risking what's left of his relationship by sticking to the law. Eventually, he's gonna have to choose between being the perfect sheriff or being the perfect husband. For now, he places 24-hour police surveillance on Sydney for her protection, but that doesn't stop the new Ghostface from taking another teenage victim nearby. So Sheriff Riley finds himself in the unenviable position of telling his community it's going to be fine when he very much knows it may not be, as the killer would immediately demonstrate when Sydney's literary publicist is thrown off a parking garage in the middle of his press conference. Although being sheriff in the midst of a spring movie is basically a lose-lose situation, it's cool to see Dewey in action, calling the shots. He's come a long way from the 25-year-old taking orders and doing grunt work. However, his position requires him to conduct himself in a certain manner, as opposed to Gail, who can use less orthodox methods. Dewey later receives a call from her as she's staking out the Stabathon Film Fest, a gathering of high school film buffs to celebrate the Stab franchise, and she thinks the killer is about to strike. He mocks her for needing his help after going rogue, causing her to pout and hang up. He immediately realizes the danger she's in and rushes to her location, only to find her car, where he spots Ghostface sneaking up on her in the monitor, unable to do anything about it. He rushes into the barn where Stabathon is being held and fires a shot in the masked killer's direction, but not before Ghostface takes the name of the event literally and stabs Gail in the shoulder. Dewey's concern for his life trumps his need to catch the killer, so he attends to her as Ghostface gets away. Jogging next to Gail as she's wheeled to an ambulance, Dewey has an epiphany. Perhaps thinking over the two times Gail had to do the same for him, that is, watching him go away on a stretcher, Dewey makes a pledge.
No more on your own. It's you and me, forever.
Not a promise he could keep. Anyway, Deputy Hicks calls with more grim news. Sydney's aunt, Kate Roberts, has lost her life along with two of Dewey's officers, Austin Page. Without hesitation, Sheriff Riley hits the light, cues the siren, and speeds off to meet Dewey at Mrs. Roberts' home, which is not the right spot.
Juste pour te dire, j'ai pas fini de calculer, je suis déjà à 348 contenus.
She just calls Dewey I hope to have that level of notoriety one day. I mean, I do. I do right now. Don't fuck with me. Dewey orders Deputy Judy to send all units to 329 Whispering Lane. Dewey is no longer the lone cowboy he once was, but this new pair of killers are a different breed than Billy Loomis and Stu Macher were, and the brigade of officers could not possibly contend with what they would find. Dewey and the police arrive, only to find out that they were too late. When they get to Kirby's house, they find nothing but a living room full of victims. Or so it seems. The survivors, Jill, Sydney, and Kirby, are transferred to the hospital. The only one who is conscious is Jill, and she has an oddly unenthusiastic reaction to learning that Sydney was still alive. This doesn't showcase Dewey's ineptitude as much as it highlights how he and Gail really do work better together than apart, which is proven shortly after, when Dewey stops by her room.
She asked if you were okay. She thinks you guys should write a book together with your matching wounds.
Why she was stabbed in the shoulder?
Ok.
How did you know I was too?
Dewey and Gail realize it at the same time. Jill would not know where Gail's
Pour le
stabbing was unless he was
chasseur.
in league with the one who created it. He rushes back to Sydney's room, where he's greeted with a bad pen to the face
400
and beaten down
meufs.
without cold. Like his first
Et
go-around,
pour
Ghostface
moi,
stays down
hein,
for the entire
quelqu'un
time.
qui a déjà bien avancé dans ces trucs, hein. Dans la création des armures d'apparat. Il faut encore 429 pour contenu.
And he left his hometown behind to move to New York City, where Gail would become the host of Good Morning with Gail Weathers, for all of about 2 months before giving up on the marriage to return to Woodsboro. For someone who's supposed to be the bravest character in the franchise, he doesn't do too well outside of his comfort zone, whereas Gail lasted more than 12 years outside hers. His old job was waiting for him, probably held in the interim by Deputy Judy Hicks, as you would expect for the man who's basically a Woodsboro. But the split from Gail seems to just break him. With his growing disconnect from the people he crafted his identity around, he becomes a hermit and moves into a dingy trailer in the outskirts of town. I guess he was used to the trailer life from the time
Dis-toi qu'ils ont rendu le crafting des armures d'apparat plus simple.
He also becomes an and it seems that his personal issues began to affect his work, and eventually he was asked to resign from the Woodsboro.
Parce que dans Iceborne, quand ils ont rajouté ça, c'était quasiment plus difficile de crafter les armures d'apparat que les armures normales.
He continued to sink deeper until 2021, 25 years since Billy Loomis and Stu Macher first asked what's your favorite scary movie. Opportunity would come knocking at his door. Samantha Carpenter and her boyfriend, and definitely not Ghostface, Richie, come around looking for an expert in regards to a new set of Ghostface's hats. Experts don't typically fare well in screen. Just ask Randy Meeks, Charlie, and Robbie. The fact that they want to talk to him so badly, even when he doesn't want to get involved, illustrates that because of his experiences, he still has the respect of the younger generation who desperately need his help. This is a small win for Dewey, but he's still skeptical.
Give me one good reason why I should talk to you.
Oh, ouais, je devrais peut-être prendre des bombes.
While this is a Dewey broken as we've ever seen him before, his sympathetic side gets the better of him, and he gives them a couple minutes to lay down the rules.
There are certain rules to surviving a stab movie. Believe me, I know. Rule number 1, never trust the love interest.
He's on the money with that. After initially being skeptical before adopting the rules of Hollywood, Dewey is now a believer. He even seems to have mastered the art of writing rules.
Rule number 2, killer's motive is always connected to something past.
I'm related to Billy.
Yep, Sam is being set up solely because of her blood relation to Billy Loomis.
Rule number 3, and this is the most important rule. First victim always has a friend group that the killer is a part of.
Damn, this is the first time a character has ever been 100% correct with the rules. Usually the rules are more of a best practices rather than something set in stone. Sam requests Dewey's help, but he wants to stay far away from the danger.
Are you kidding me? I've been stabbed 9 times. I've got permanent nerve damage and fun little limp. You think I want to do that again?
9 times so far. But after some tough contemplation, he makes a call to Sydney, letting her know that it's happening again and warning her to stay safe and stay away. Not knowing that he's resigned from the police, she assumes that Dewey is going to be protecting the next generation of victims, which makes him reconsider his own actions. Was shutting Sam and Richie out when he could potentially help really something that Dwight Riley would do? Next, he has to man up and call the ex, Gail. So he texts, of course. Ghostface is back. Don't come here. Hope you're doing well. He begins to type out, I still, and we never see what he's still. But we can safely assume he was about to say, I still have your copy of the Woodborough murders with all the pages cut through the center. What would you like me to do with it? It must have been Sydney's words combined with the fact that he has nothing else to do in his life that convinced Dewey to pull out his trusty old handgun, resting on the same mantle of remembrance as his tribute to Tatum and photo of Gail. He's symbolically reaching into the past one more time. He somehow finds where Sam and Richie went and offers his assistance. He finds himself in a suspect roundup at the home of Mindy and Chad Meeks, the niece and nephew of his old pal Randy, where naturally Dewey is suggested as a suspect.
But what's my motive?
You got stabbed a billion times, got dumped by your famous white man, crawled into a bottle. I think it's safe to say you're on suspect list.
Well, maybe you're the killer. Because I cut deep.
Ouch. At least he didn't call him Dewdrop then. Dewey catches up on the attack so far, and the theme this time is familial connections to the past. Tara was the first to be attacked, and her half-sister is Billy Loomis' daughter, so she was also attacked. They both survived, but Stu Monker's nephew, Vince, wasn't so lucky. The pattern would continue later that day when Sheriff Judy Hicks and her son Wes are both killed in broad daylight. Dewey shows up at the crime scene to grieve for his former deputy and friend, and perhaps do a little bit of investigating on his own. It is here where he's spotted by Gail. Would the pressure of a new Ghostface investigation forge renewed bonds between them, or would the reunion lead to more fight? Dewey was quickly going to...
C'est bien le Béchatem?
Ouais.
As is the tradition of their relationship, Dewey and Gail reunite under morbid circumstances.
Ow, tell me the killer's back in the text.
He tries to justify it by saying she was on the air at the time, and when he spots a camera crew with her, jams back, criticizing her for falling back into her old ways of trying to capitalize on tragedy for a good news story. It's the same argument they've had since they met back in 1996, so fittingly, they're wearing the same colors that they wore when they were first formally introduced. Where there was excitement in that first meeting...
What the frick is that bird? Et il est en train de partir. Est-ce que tu veux aller chercher le corbeau? I knew it! Attends. Bullshit. Oh, ouais, tu... Ok, c'est la santé. Goddammit. Ah, merde. Et moi, j'étais concentré à chasser, là. Non, ça bouge pas pour vous. J'arrive pas à counter ce machin. Voilà. Ah, merde. Allez. Ok. Eh merde. Come on. C'est ça qu'on est comme ça, je vais finir par tuer ce monstre avant même qu'elle revienne.
Ouais.
Ouais.
Oh,
Take your time.
oui, mon estomac est en pleine rébellion. Et ma manette s'est déconnectée une autre fois.
Ben oui, si tu restes inactif trop longtemps, ça se déconnecte. C'est comme Monster... C'est comme le lobby de Monster Hunter, c'est... Si t'attends trop... après un certain temps, tu te fais déconnecter du lobby. Tu te fais déconnecter de la quête, tu te fais déconnecter du lobby.
Ah, mais je suis toujours dans la quête et dans le lobby.
Oui, je sais.
C'est ma manette qui fonctionne plus.
Mais si tu bouges pas, tu devrais bientôt être... qui- Tu devrais bientôt être kické parce il reste... ça va bientôt faire 2 minutes que tu bouges pas.
Le truc, c'est que je peux pas bouger, ma manette a fait rien en fait. Voilà. J'arrive. Je crois que ce sera la dernière quête pour...
Ouais. Vu à quel point ça va mal de ton côté.
Ouais.
Oh non! Come on, c'est quoi ce bullshit? Ok. Prochain step pas, laisse s'endormir.
Ok.
Si tu te rapproches trop, si t'es trop proche au moment où il arrive pour se coucher, il va pas se coucher, il va t'attaquer. Donc donne-lui un peu de temps. Regarde. Ah merde, ok. Je vais te montrer les bombes, mais...
Le
Ok, ok.
Poké, il dit... Merde. Le Poké qui demande de l'attention.
Attends. Ah, attends, est-ce qu'on va pouvoir le refaire? Non, il est en train de manger. Et il est mort.
Oh, ça me fait rire, c'est de la manière que la caméra s'était placée quand j'ai vu la cinématique de mort. C'était comme si c'était le sanglier en fait qui avait défoncé.
Ok, j'ai utilisé des petites bombes pour te montrer à quoi ça ressemble, là, mais c'est... Genre... Regarde. C'est vraiment collé, là. Il faut que l'une soit dans l'autre. Et avec ça, mon counter s'active. C'est aussi simple que ça. Donc dans le pire des cas, mets-les à un endroit bien... Mets tes deux bombes à un endroit et je mets mes bombes juste à côté, comme ça ça permet de le faire. J'ai 2 gemmes.
Moi je n'en ai qu'une seule.
Ah, je suis rendu 150.
Oh, je sais pas bien que le live va se terminer ici.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Et ton micro commence à bugger, donc c'est un très bon moment en fait.
Ah oui. Le micro, l'estomac, la manette. J'ai branché ça pour avoir un peu de plus de temps. Et je tiens après dans mon côté.
De quoi?
Voilà. J'essaie de brancher mon casque, mais bref. C'est tout pour
Voilà.
Merci d'être passé. Ça me dépoquait pour plus de Monster Hunter.
Ok, je crois que je vais le dire parce que tu bugs assez fort. Merci d'être venu. On se retrouve la fin de semaine prochaine pour plus de Monster Hunter. Mais on va laisser Pokémon de côté pendant un certain temps, le temps que Alex arrive dans Sunbreak. Est-ce qu'il y avait autre chose?
Non, c'est tout. Et
Ok.
ciao!
Ciao!